we're going to do our hero point questions. We'll do a flashback. We're going to flashback every week. We're going to start with BP. Then we're going to introduce David's character, who's joining us. And then we will get back to it. I'll do a recap and we'll get back to it. So, hero point questions. What? Here we go. Has your character broken any laws? And for bonus points, what happened and would they do it again? David, hero point questions are pretty neat. So, hero points are a mechanic in Pathfinder. You re-roll, they're basically initiative. You re-roll a check. You use these neat little cards that are printed out. And to get them, you start with 2. You get them if you do something particularly cool or interesting. But you get asked a question at the beginning of each game, which this one's is. They're usually not about your character backstory and that sort of thing. Alrighty. Who would like to go first? Thanks, Chris.
Whatever I said.
Wonderful.
That you kidnap kids or something?
Well, I mean, think
animal cruelty.
Yeah, well, I cast spells on Sean. That's, not potentially negative stuff, but
the ASPCA is probably not looking upon that too fair.
No,
that was your adult self. Though.
Probably not. Yeah,
you were so much older back then.
Capture children using the use of a gingerbread house.
There's definitely some.
I feel like that's a much higher level than.
And what do you reckon? Would Sibylla break the law again?
At the moment, I don't think Sibylla's abilities allow her to do that level of.
Fair enough.
So she keeps her nose clean because she knows that if she tried it, she'd probably end up dead.
Yeah, when you can turn the police into frogs with a thought, it's pretty easy to disregard the laws.
Would Sibylla, as a more powerful witch, engage in evil acts? The jury's out. Let's see how the world treats. Let's see how the world treats her, and whether she's
find out next week.
Whether this group of people will be influential on you. And
wonderful.
Exactly.
No killing, no crime. Mordred says no.
Who's next? Mordred, would you like to go next?
Yeah. Contrary to being the paragon, Mordred breaks laws all the time. Until about 2 years ago, he was living in the Darkwoods, so coming to the Glades for the first time, he had no idea about human laws. So the first time he came to a glade, he saw a nice fruit cart filled with fruit, and he was like, oh, free food, there's so much food here. So he just filled his arms with food and got arrested. His friend Galahad got him out of trouble, but he's made lots of mistakes like that, and he would do it again because it's an unjust system.
Love it.
Wonderful, that's 2 there. Who's next? Thanks, Emma.
Has Drizella herself, as an individual person, has not apparently broken any particular laws. There may be
criminal laws, just civil ones. Medical negligence. Not through lack of ability, just like this person's a rude piece of shit, so I'm just deliberately going to make them die.
There may or may not have been some undead-esque creatures at some point that may or may not have been involved in some, allegedly in some robberies of apothecaries and ingredients type places, some general stores, but she was never proven to be linked to any of those events. Yes.
Love that. Absolutely. And would you do it again?
Absolutely.
Well, given that she hasn't done anything wrong, yes.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Meredith is pretty generic. The whole law of the land, you have the fighting for the hand, and disrespecting mother and father, and fighting for
there's
their
probably some
hand.
social laws.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a law for the king. It's a religious law. It's all those things. And I guess she didn't really get punished. Mother wasn't.
I think her mother was.
Mother wasn't exactly happy and tried to grind her, but good old whatever the horse's name is, can't remember it. Of course, they go out for rides.
And would you do it again? Would you break
100%.
I think
100%.
I
I do
this is
not
shaping
want
up
to be
well
there.
for this.
I cannot believe you
your
are
family is
all
the triple
so
brothers who do this.
irresponsible.
In fact, Dave, would you like to introduce your character to us now, or would you like to do that in a minute?
We can do that now.
Let's do that.
you want to bring up a photo
Oh,
of
yes,
Darien?
It wasn't loading for me before.
Oh, did it not load?
It seems to be loading now.
Nice.
My name is Darien Sands.
That's it. That's the introduction.
That's
I think the answer to your question will probably explain a lot about my character. You see, I don't really understand what laws are. I don't believe in the government being useful anyway, so I just do as I will. Although, this one time, I did sneak into the guard's house, and they were having a lot of fun with their mugs of ale and their food. They were digging into these big chicken drumsticks. But they did not realize that Darien Sand had been in the kitchen earlier with a jar of cockroaches. So as they were eating, what came out of their chicken drumsticks? Oh, it was very funny indeed.
It's my own personal nightmare.
Would I do it again?
Definitely.
Cockroaches seems a bit tame. Probably something different. I don't know.
Darian looks like he'd sell me a 1994 Mitsubishi Land Rover with like no wheels or something like that.
Darian would definitely sell you the Mitsubishi Lancer.
and only slightly
He
culturally
thought-
appropriate
he thought-
have 2 hero
He
points.
feels like an Arabian. He looks like an Arabian Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Hey.
What character is he supposed to be based off?
He's Jafar's son, post Jafar getting put in a lamb. So he was raised on the streets like a lamb.
Nice. That's fun.
Is the backstory.
That is pretty
He's
fun.
a street rat like his father,
I don't buy that.
just without all the power.
How's your character looking? You done?
I've got like one more thing to do, and
I'll
then I'll
sync
be.
yours at the end of the next phase. Begins flash walk. So we're going to start first flash walk. We're going to go back a little bit.
Oh, my hero point question first.
Oh, your hero point question first. Sorry, but yeah. Has Bigby ever broken the law?
Yeah.
What?
Arson and destruction of property.
Wonderful.
Will you do
After-
it again?
After the rally to try to create a union failed and was crushed by the Hodgson brothers, we decided to send a message by destroying one of their properties,
Hell
which resulted in him getting caught and then doing community service for his time. And so he's done his time. And yes, if it is to fight the power,
Mm-hmm.
he would definitely do it again.
Have your hero points?
In most respects, the law, he just needs.
How many years ago do you think this all took place?
Ooh,
1, 5, 10.
somewhere between 5 and 10.
No, so a decent while ago in terms of the party. I think this will probably be the first flashback chronologically. The events we've been doing take place in the year 352. So we're talking, now back in the early 340s. Let's say 346 for some argument.
Cool.
We see a much younger Bigby. What do you reckon Bigby looked like 10 years ago compared to now? Is there a little bit less grey in the hair?
Yeah, a little less grey. Not as full of beard. It was more like a stubbly sort of thing, almost like a Tony Stark sort of look, rather than like a Wolverine sort of look. A little less classy as well. I don't think he would have worn the full coats and tails and the top hat or anything. He would have just been reasonably dressed, like probably smart casual.
But interrupt me any time for this. But after your initial prison time, after burning down one of the Hodgson properties, you continue on your fight to get further. John Hodgson, this enormous lumber magnate, owns all of the trees around the great city of Xander and all the mills and many of the houses that are built in the new clearings. You are in their enormous manor house. At the doors, these enormous wooden doors, a heavy log pine on your shoulder, as well as many of your conspirators, your constituencies, as you pull the thing back and charge it against the door of this manor house. It is solid wood, but you pull back and you huff and slam it against the door, and you pull it back and you puff and you slam it against the door, and you break the Hogson Manor door down. Chaos goes as people suddenly flood inside this huge manor hall. And you see cowering behind an upturned desk an enormous, grotesque man. Legs enormous and swollen with gout, pustules covering him, grease trickling down the side of his mouth from something he was just recently chewing on. Surrounded by guards. The kind of angry mob that have been coming up to do this final fight against him, heading on in. What do you say as you finally come into this house? This rich, corrupt politician, this owner of most of the land, this person who has hired bandits, mages, and assassins to stop your stand against him.
Down with the corrupt. You will find what is coming to you and get what you deserve.
You see the people swarm in, revolutionaries clashing with his private guards. You see him, nothing but a thin, wispy beard covering his chin. You see, as you make your way over to him, he pulls out a large metal cleaver in one hand and a rusted filleting knife in the other, striking them against each other in defense, ready to fight you. Give me just an attack roll straight to see how the fight goes. Rather than running through the whole thing. He does not
4.
Right? 4 on the dice, or
4 on the dice, yeah. So
with your modifier for an attack.
So
roll.
that would be 11.
11. You see, it's messy. You have just broken into this mansion. This is the end of a long struggle for you. You see he stands there, sweat pouring down his grotesque face, huffing and puffing himself, wheezing as your blades clang against each other. He gets a good nick on your shoulder, but you disarm him. You have your blade at him. What do you say to this man?
You've stolen too much from the people. We're here to take it back.
Absolutely. And with that, John Hogson is dead.
I don't kill him, though, right?
Well, that's up to you. What happened?
No, I think I got framed. I reckon someone else dies.
Yeah.
So I reckon
absolutely.
I go to leave him with someone else
Mm-hmm.
who he also wronged,
Absolutely.
and then go grab
So
some
two
of the
revolutions.
valuable things to try to get
You
back
head
what
off
he's
to
stolen off the
explore.
people. And then he's dead, and then everyone saw me fight him, so they assumed that I killed him.
Absolutely.
But the cops did an investigation, and I was cleared of all wrongdoings. But the Hogson family still thinks that I'm responsible for this.
Absolutely. You leave with some revolutionaries. There is a shadow on the wall that comes out. The 2 revolutionaries and John Hogson who are holding him fall down dead. But the only one who saw him with him was the only one he was seen with was you. So naturally falls to you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Repossessing the valuables. As you go in there, you walk up to his personal desk.
Yeah.
There's not much in there. He has people who work for him. So, it's almost empty. There's a few letters of correspondence between his brothers Peter and Amos. But you notice something odd being an investigator about the 3rd drawer on the right hand side.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I will have a look at it, see if I can pick the lock.
You go over.
Or if there's a lock.
You see, it doesn't seem like you pick it up. You pull it out. It looks pretty normal, except it seems a little shallower than you'd expect.
Okay, I'll see if I can try to pull it a bit further out.
Yeah, you pull it all the way up, and as you notice that the handle on it actually swivels and turns a little bit.
Okay.
More than you'd expect.
I'll start turning it, see if I can unlock something.
As you do, you realise that it is effectively like a combination with their
okay.
straw.
Yeah.
Give us a thievery check so you can get it open.
16.
16 does it. It's not particularly secure. It seems most of it's a thing you hope no one would find. As you see, the bottom of the drawer lifts up to reveal a small shard of a moon.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
With a piece of parchment next to it. As you pick it up, you see in it 2 faces, much like John Hogson. One square set, heavy and sweat covered, the other wearing glasses. And you see they both look at you. There's another face behind these 2 as well. Much larger, with much cooler a gaze and presence. They seem to overlook you in particular, almost like they're not really looking, but you just kind of feel their eyes settle on you with this mild contempt. You feel what seems like a tear running down your face, outside of your own control. And as you touch it, you realize it's actually blood.
Oh.
You know this shard of mirror is important. You know it's powerful. You don't know what it is or why.
I will rip a bit of a robe off and wrap it around the shard, put it in my pocket,
Put it in your pocket.
and have a look at the piece of paper that's next to it.
Yeah, you see it says, with regards, and it says, with regards, Mary. And that is, of course, where it stayed. I've been this person for many years, and you found nothing like it until you were in Reims some weeks ago, where underneath the great university, in the catacombs, you found another shard, identical almost to a different configuration, different piece, but looks to be much the same mirror. This one did not have a note. This one also came with a note. This one was not from Mary, but from OXIE, which you knew from checking the Order of the 11th Eye, these ancient protectors of magical artifacts. I have a little copy of that note here that you found with the mirror shard. So you now have two of these in your pack. You have this symbol you would recognize as yours, addressed to an ancient dean of the university. Their capable hands sort of locked away by the university. That is big beats.
Cool.
That's fun.
So, we are coming back in to Aronia. It's Waterside Glade. You're travelling through here. On your way here, you met the creature, this great, muscular man, stitched together from other pieces. You've agreed to help them track down their creator, Frankenstein. But on your way in, you got caught up in a series of murders that you began investigating. There was lots going on. Members of a local group known as the Order Arcania, Ultraism, were being killed, and it seemed like it was trying to be pinned on the witches. You, through various bits of investigation and study, eventually placed it not on the witches, but in fact on local inventor and alchemist Dr. Jacob Hilton. Confronting him in his office, you noticed that he had indeed in his possession some of the missing ingredients that had been stolen. And piecing together that he was in fact the murderer, you were however unable to contain this revelation when it passed a deception check there, and he knew that you knew he was the murderer. Quick as a flash, he took a potion off from underneath his desk, matching the fragments you found at the alchemist shop that was broken into, as he offered you a chance to sample his work. As he turned into a great, elongated monster, the bones of his fingers stretching and ripping through his glove into mighty claws, his spine poking out there, this horrible, bloody mutant, teeth gnashing and wailing. And that is where we're going to start this session. But not right now. We're really quickly going to go back to Darian.
Yes, Darian.
Darian, what's Darian doing in general? What are they doing for work? Where are they staying? Something along those lines. Are they a traveller? What's the vibe?
Well, he can't stay too long in one place. It is to annoy people in charge. He is mostly trying to look after those more in need and disrupting those less in need.
Yeah,
Kind
absolutely.
of like a modern day Robin Hood gone wrong because he tries to do the right thing when it turns wrong. But anyway,
We're going to get along very well.
You see, you are drinking
No good deed goes unpunished.
one afternoon. It's kind of 4:30 in a tavern, drinking by yourself. I imagine not an unusual task, an unusual thing for travel. When a very well-dressed gnome in a large brown coat with golden buttons pulls up a chair next to you and says, "You have a look of you about a man who wants to make a difference."
I do. Yes.
Indeed. Would I be correct in assuming you've not been given such an opportunity?
I've tried.
Indeed. tricky thing in this day and age. I represent an employer who wants to make great changes to the world for the better. And with your help, I seek to achieve it.
What's in it for me?
Gold, mainly.
Gold.
Or silver, if you prefer, though I tend to track in the former. And you see they pull out a coin purse of about 20 gold, which will be your starting. But much more of it to come. So they produced the contract I handed you earlier. So I need you to track down some items. I've sent some other adventurers about this, but they are in dire need of assistance. And I would hope you would provide it to you.
Very well. Sounds like more entertaining than sitting in a bar, staring at a glass.
So you sign across the dotted line. They hand you an enormous peacock-feathered quill.
Do I need to sign that?
As a kindly sign on the contract, just near your name. Excellent! You see they clap, take out the contract, provide you with a copy, which I believe is this one, because I lost the original. And then says you'll find yourself joining them much sooner than you may expect.
Oh, really?
Indeed. When you get them, give them this from me, and hands you a letter, sealed in what looks like a yellow wax. And it says, all the best. And then with that, you see a nauseating feeling coming over your head as you vanish, and will reappear very soon. Can I get everyone to roll me initiative?
Hang on.
Oh. Or not.
No. Everyone can add +2 to their initiative.
Yay.
Yay!
Initiative
I'm gonna
is
use a
perception,
spell.
isn't it?
Initiative is perception.
Also-
Except for Bigby, who can, if you choose, use diplomacy since you're in the middle of the discussion.
Ooh.
While this is happening.
Also, do you want to show what I just sent you through as well?
Yes.
Because I would not be Jafar's son without
Oh, look at the little
Iago.
birdie.
without my little familiar, Nightshade.
Nightshade. Does Nightshade speak?
He attempts. He's very little and very young. He's a parakeet, not quite like a proper parrot, but he tries.
Is he wisecracking?
He tries.
Problem with your daughter.
He's good at helping me with
Is he voiced by
things
Gilbert
like a
Gottfried?
certain. He's good at helping me with things like a certain monkey would.
Lovely character.
So no opposition to animal familiars.
Also, everyone gets 3 temporary HP.
Ooh, brilliant. So
In
you,
addition to the
so you
plus.
add your perception bonus to your initiative.
Do you want me to
Your
link this?
perception check is your initiative is a perception check. Yes. Yes. Can I also get you to go menu?
And we add 2.
You add 2 to the roll
With that
and 3 to the
Perfect.
break.
Okay. And I can take it from there. Let's try that. Alright, hold those numbers in your head because I need to do something quickly first. Play a list.
My gear won't affect combat.
Darian Sand.
I don't know how to put it in.
You just
You
click
just
on the
click
health
on
bar,
the health bar.
and then you can just add 3.
I did buy myself one extra thing
Oh yeah?
because I needed a piece of silver, so I got myself a predictable silver piece.
Lovely.
Yeah.
That's the ones you can flip in.
Yep.
This is a better quality than what's playing before.
I'm not much of an
I
artist.
like it better already.
Alright.
Hey, look, he's doing something for the party.
Is that with or without your shield?
That's without.
Far out. I like it.
I'm the tanky one.
Just not against fire, right?
No, that's Antoinette.
I seem to be the one that gets hit every time. But anyway.
To be fair, you are playing an investigator like most people would play a fighter. At least as far as things go.
Yeah, but he's a fighter that knows all sorts of stuff about architecture.
Chris, have you added the tree can take care?
Ooh. And have you
If
leveled up?
you just click on your health bar,
We're level 3, right? Yeah.
if you click on where your HP is, you can add the temporary HP there.
Where is HP?
Oh, just the top bar, where it says HP.
Oh, yeah, 10 HP.
There you go.
Thank you very
Just
much.
want to make sure everyone gets the benefit.
Oh, how much do you HP, sir?
3. And you can
You
add
just
2
click
to
on
your
the
roll.
bar.
No, it's great. It's your class.
I actually like the way this displays team HP better than the
Oh yeah,
plus 3.
I agree. I quite like just this all in general.
I like how it shows all the levels.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you can sort of just
you
pre-select
can
them.
close that as well. Which I have not.
We're nearly there. Give me 2 more seconds.
Yes.
Just sorting out the essentials.
Should
Folder, yes. Check the image up for Nightshade, and we're all good. Who beat for their initiative check? Who beat a 22? Awesome. Hi, Jacob is quick. You are quick.
Do you want combat music?
You're ready for battle.
What's combat music?
Just the music word.
No, I'm saying more just what you got in mind for the combat music?
I've just got a regular combat thing that I always play.
Oh, okay, right.
Alrighty.
Disturbance greatest hits or something. I'm indestructible.
I'm far from this role, so I would not play it.
No, it's not at level 3.
Does my familiar get that team HP?
So, quick question. Where is everybody standing? In fact, so we'll do it as you take your turn.
Yeah.
You can stand anywhere. It's fairly reasonable to assume you were standing. All right. Sibylla, your initiative was
26.
26.
Wow.
That's wild. BB, what do you got?
You get the pluses.
14.
14. Less impressive. Merida,
Yeah, I rolled it.
I'll raise you to the bottom.
respectable. Mordred,
12.
Holy shit.
not great.
Plus
Drizella,
8.
I've got
20.
plus.
20.
I had plus 11.
And that's everybody. All right.
Because you gave me plus 2.
One day I would be plus.
So, Sibylla, where would you like to start?
We're like in the room.
Yeah, in the room. Where do you reckon you were standing when this whole thing?
Over there in the shadowy bits, you know.
Can I do this point again for me?
Yeah, yeah, about there, yeah.
I'll check some stock.
You have to use your shadow finger.
Oh, shadow. I don't have a shadow thing. I need it.
Oh, what about a laser pointer?
I've got the laser pointer.
Mine keeps running out of batteries, and so
Ah,
fix
Yeah,
it.
I
I think they
I
just
take
get
my
loose.
batteries
You gotta
out.
jiggle them.
And my kids would probably play with it. And
I take it apart and
You're
put it
very
all in
careful.
with
You
the dial.
can't play with them.
Wonderful.
Shoot one
All right,
blind.
Chris, pardon me, that is you. What would you like
I've
to do?
lost mine.
I would like to shoot a phase bolt at.
You only need to be nice and loud for me since you have that.
Can you please? Yeah, I'm going to shoot a phase bolt. Hang on. Am I 30 feet away?
You are 40 feet.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, you need to move. You'll take a move.
Yeah, I'll move so that I'm 30 feet away.
30 feet away, wonderful. 10 foot closer.
Uh-huh.
That's a one stride action as your first action.
Okay. And I shall shoot a phase bolt.
Wonderful. That's 2 actions, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Go for it.
So spell attack is to hit, isn't it?
Wonderful. Yep. That's just a roll.
21.
I'm afraid with the 21, you see you conjure up this phase bolt fired across the room, but Jekyll in this mutated, almost skeletal form is very quick and scuttles to the side, seeming to be ready to pounce.
Mm-hmm.
His phase bolt's double action, I believe, so that's you.
Yep.
What
You're
is
probably
Sean?
referred to as high.
I could.
Sean can cast spells too, can't?
I believe so, yes. Sean only has 2 actions, though, because you can take an action to instruct them,
Yes.
which is how minions and companions work. Sean is currently 45 feet away from Hyde.
Okay.
Drizella, you're on deck, by the way.
Yeah.
So the only real thing Sean can do at the moment, Chris, is going to be to move somewhere.
You can't do a spell.
You can cast spells through Sean, so
Yep.
you can cast a spell and they can deliver it.
Yep.
But they can't cast spells by themselves.
Not an extra one. Okay. In that case, Shan is going to. Is that like a platform or veranda sort of thing up there?
Yes, you can see offices. Got all these vines and herbs growing around. A bit of a library section there, and this is about. I think it's 10. This is 10 foot above this one, so you've got a winding staircase over this.
Well, Shan's a good climber.
Shan is a great climber, so Shan can get out there and no worries.
Can I send Shan up there?
Absolutely. You send Shan. Shan, black cat, wings, scuttles up the wall. No worries at all. Next up, Drizella, where would you like to be? Not going to be your turn just yet.
So I would be. Was I not accusing him of being a generally shit doctor?
So you're probably up.
I'm happy to be up there
Yeah.
in an accusatory. No, seriously, how have you been seeing all these dead bodies and not figured this out, you dick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. I am. How far away is he?
Sorry, no, we're not going to do your turn just yet.
Sorry.
So that's my bad.
That's fine.
And
Go for
Merida,
it.
where are you? Up front, hanging back.
I reckon Merida would probably be back around here.
Back around here?
Yeah, kind of close to the door, a little bit further back. Sorry,
Lovely. Joe, Bigby, where are you?
I'll also right with Rochelle.
Yep, wonderful. I'll put you here if you like.
Yep.
Wonderful, and Mordred.
Mordred would be next to Drizella.
Next to Drizella, yeah. 3 of you up the front there.
3 up front, 2 right
Wonderful.
back.
With that, it is Hyde's turn.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, they're hiding now.
You see as they finish this horrendous transformation, skin crackling, spines coming out their back, elbow bones pointing out the wrong way, just this horrible, terrible creature. You see they turn to you all and say, "You wouldn't understand," as they start scuttling up the wall with their claws. Right up the side, they've got 30 feet. 20 steps into there, as they climb up onto the top of these bookshelves up the back of the room. Over there. And they're then going to throw. They then choose their ruined, broken robes and throw a bomb.
Oh, jeez.
An alchemical bomb on the 3 of you right at the front. Who gets hit with a 30?
What is...
Never mind, that's going to hit everyone. Is anyone's AC above 20? Awesome. So, Bigby and Drizella,
We take it.
you take 17 damage. Mordred, you take half of that, so 8. As you see, they pull out this horrible, noxious vial of acid, and then throws at you and then snarls, "The witches were up to something. They needed to be investigated." And then scuttles upside down and turns their head 3 times around the wrong way. That is them. Drizella, that is you.
Okay.
Merida, you're
So how far away is this?
They are currently 60 feet.
Can I move to within 30 feet?
You, not without climbing or something like that. So,
Can I get up those stairs on the
so
left?
you'll have to go around these stairs and then go up into that bookshelf. So the base of those stairs is 40 feet away from you. So 30 feet, which I think is your movement, you can get to just the base of it.
Well, mine says 25.
Everyone's will be a little bit different.
The movement speed?
Your Drizella's is 25. So one stride action can give you here, basic stance.
Yeah, I'll get to there, draw my bow staff and shoot at it.
Wonderful. What's your bow action so I can focus on it? Give us an attack roll. You're 80 feet, so you're within range.
26.
26, the whip will hit.
So 4 piercing.
24.
So that's my action. That's movement,
So you've
draw a
got one
weapon,
action.
shoot. Yeah. It's my 3.
Oh, one for you got to draw.
Yeah.
Awesome, that's your 3. As you say, you hit them, as you see they turn to you and snarl, "Friends of the witches. Jacob knew it."
Inadequate doctor should have done better. What? They wouldn't.
Meredith,
They know
is
the
your
truth.
turn.
Sorry, just finishing reading this little bit.
Sorry?
I'm just finishing reading this little feat thing. Okay. I would like to hunt my prey.
What's your range on that?
Hunt prey. You designate a single creature as your prey and focus. You must
That's
be
a
able
good
to
one.
see or hear the prey, so it doesn't need to be
You're good then?
anything.
You're
That
85 feet away.
Yeah, that's fine. I can shoot with my arrow. So I'll attack it with my arrow.
Mhm.
With a 15 plus 9. 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
That is 10 damage.
10?
Yeah.
Okay. That's piercing.
Yes.
That's
Hunt prey.
hunt prey, draw your bow. Wonderful. Is your familiar doing anything?
No, my familiar will stay where I.
Lovely.
Can I have? No, that's fine. Never mind.
Lovely. Big B, that is you.
Okay, I would like to pull out my crossbow.
Wonderful.
Say that was very rude of you.
Mhm.
And then devise stratagem and shoot at it.
Awesome. Give us the attack roll.
That'll be a 26.
26. That will hit.
And that's going to be 7 damage.
7
piercing.
damage. Awesome work. Have a hero point for being so prepared for your turn.
Thank you.
We've got 6 at the table now, so
And
when
I'll
when I
reload.
call you on deck, get as ready as you can. Awesome work. You bang, bang, shot. You look at this thing. This form that this alchemist is turned into is not remotely stable. You look, you devise a stratagem. They have got weak points all over. You aim up, fire, shoot. Mordred, that is you next.
So
Villa, you're on.
for my first action, I'm going to bon mot,
Mhm.
and I will say to them, aren't doctors sworn to do no harm? So that's going to be, I make a check against your will DC, diplomacy. Can I use a hero point?
Yeah, of course. You do not need to ask.
That was a 2. Nat 20,
No.
Wonderful.
plus the 10,
So 30 and a crit?
Yeah.
Incredible. Obviously that's a critical hit.
so that's a critical success, which means the target is distracted and takes a -3 to will saves for a minute.
Ouch.
And then I'm going to follow that up by casting Warrior's Regret, which is a will save for them.
Well, that's what two things is what do you say they are what for a minute? Is that a condition?
No, it's
Oh,
it's distracted. I don't know if that's a condition.
distracted.
But they take -3 to will.
Distracted. No, distracted is not a condition.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Warrior's Regret, you said?
Yeah.
Awesome work.
-3.
So that's a will save, is it?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Just let me know what the saves are.
Sorry.
You're good. Modifier -3. Let's roll for that. That's a 28.
Oh, come on! I think that's not quite a critical success. But that's just a success. So at the end of its turn, it's going to take 1d8 damage per different creature it intentionally damages on that turn.
Awesome. That's your 3?
Yeah.
Wonderful. And you see, in response to you calling out that it's Jekyll is the doctor, I am not your name. It's not getting ready as if we need to pounce at something. Sibylla, that's back to you.
All right. Can this creature or this character, which is where is he based at the moment? Where is
They
he?
are currently tucked away at the top of this bookshelf.
So how far from me is it?
They are currently 75 feet from you.
Okay, I'm going to move 15 feet
Uh,
closer.
you want to just move towards
Yes,
there? So you got
yes.
a balcony, 1 foot. You go 15 foot forwards.
Yes. And can I please get the thing to do a fortitude save?
Sure can. That -3, how long does that?
For a minute. It can end it by wasting an action to respond to my equip. So it could.
That is 24 on the fortitude save.
Okay, what do I compare that to?
Your spell save DC, which is spell casting 20.
Yes.
So that's a success.
Yeah.
So what happens on success for that spell?
Nothing.
Sure.
The person gets. Yeah.
What was the spell you were using?
Frostbite.
Frostbite. Oh yeah, that's just a basic save. So basic save on a success they take half damage.
Oh, they do?
Yeah. So
Right.
whenever it says basic save, that still has most of the time something still happens in basic save.
Understood.
Very rarely a spell's like save or suck. So that's 2d4 or 1d4 cold damage.
3d4.
3d4, one of them, and then half of it.
5.
5, love it. You see, you fire the frost, they don't seem particularly susceptible to it, but still hurts. That's move forward and then double action to cast the spell. That's you. Do you want your familiars regal? You've got Shan at the top of it.
No.
Nope, wonderful.
2 4s and a 3.
No, it's not too shabby. Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
With familiars, do they have to fight, or can we send them to look for things around here while we're fighting?
So they in fact can't fight. Your familiar pretty much won't ever do damage unless you've got some
Look, I
class feature. So
understand
yeah.
that, so I can get
So
it.
you're better off.
because I've
They're
got
good
it,
for
got
taking
this.
seek actions,
It's-
moving around. That's
Yeah, because it's got this ability. So
wonderful.
awesome.
Incredible. They are going to another pop shot at Sibylla this time, returning fire. They will burn an action to do a talk to that.
Okay. So they don't have that will.
So they don't have the will benefit. They say, Jekyll is the doctor, I am what remains. And they turn and they say, you will bring this place to ruin. The witches are planning something. I know it. The mirror told me so. Sibylla does a... Does a dirty 20 hit you, Sibylla?
Yes.
Wonderful. What's your AC at the moment?
16.
16. Okay, so that's 2 hits. So that's going to be 1, and then armor. So, Sibylla, that is 18 damage total.
Mhm.
And then Bigby, you're going to take 4 splash damage. So, 4 damage because you're near where the bomb lands.
Is that the end of their turn?
That's the end of their turn.
They're going to take 2d8 damage for harming creatures.
Wonderful. Give us a roll.
6 damage.
Mhm.
12 damage.
12 damage. Ouch.
Yeah.
They're looking not quite bloody, but definitely sore. You see, as they take damage, they reach up to grab their head and fall from the bookshelf, landing on the ground. They can't do it, just let go of it. That's 1, 2, 3. That's high done. Drizella, that's back to you. I'll remind everyone, talking is a free action in combat. Yeah. Oh, shit. Sorry, David. Could you roll initiative for us?
17.
Beautiful. We'll jump you in this turn. Awesome. Giselle, that is.
Heading up the stairs.
You head up
So
the stairs.
stride for 1,
Stride for 1. 25 gets you to there.
which is within how much distance?
50 feet.
Stride again and then shoot.
Can you give me a fortitude save, please?
Yep.
As you trigger a trap.
Oh, jolly good.
Bum, bum.
Love a trap.
With the tripwire.
You
That's
see,
one
as you
piece.
step on
27.
the tile lowers, and a number of darts come flying on the wall.
27.
27?
Well, I mean, I would argue that he went up the wall because he's an insane little creature, not that
incredible.
there's traps.
That's a crit success, so you negate the poison damage entirely. You take 6 piercing damage. But you're still good to move, you're still good to take your attack.
So I think I've moved twice, yeah?
Yep. Move, you've got 1 action left.
Yeah.
Why won't you do it?
So I will just shoot from there, I think.
Go for it.
Do you have to like put that afterwards?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. I'm afraid that's a miss.
Okay, cool.
And then the rest goes. You take another shot, but it skittles to the side.
Yep.
And then looks over and says, "You need me. You will not find the answers on your own. The witches, they're cunning. They're too cunning."
Yeah. You're a nutcase. Next.
Love it. Merida, that's you.
Awesome. So I would like to ask my familiar, using their ability Snoop, to see if they can source the mirror in this room while we're dealing with this. To look for the mirror, but also for anything to prove that these.
So, your snoop ability is very particular. That lets it make an aid check for you to do diplomacy better. So it won't actually help you. It can use its turn to look around.
Yeah, I'll get it. To do that.
Wonderful. Your familiar does have a +0 to perception check, so this gets a straight D20 roll. I'll let you know what you can find.
15.
15, it picks up, there's a lot of alchemical ingredients here. With a 15, one of these 4 potions on the counter, there's a pink one, a blue one, a red one, and a green one. One of those 4 would cause a lot of damage if you poured it on something, like a lot of damage. One of them would heal you quite a bit as well. You don't know which is which with the 15.
Okay, that's fine. And then I'm going to move so I can be within 50 feet of my prey.
50 feet, wonderful. You just need to move 10 foot forward for that. Is that alright?
Yep.
Wonderful.
Perfect. And then shooting out with my arrow. So 13 plus 9, so that's a 22.
22. That is a miss, my friend.
Yeah.
As you fire off, and it again just scuttles out of the way as it
So that
lodges in
was-
one level.
That was one move,
That's,
one action.
One move, one shot. You got 1 more action left.
I'm just going to shoot at him again with my bow.
Wonderful. Don't forget your multiple attack penalty. So,
Yeah.
oh yeah, cool. Come back after you later.
Ooh, that's a 19 on the dice minus 5, plus 5, so just
24. That will hit.
That's 4 piercing damage.
4 piercing damage. You see an arrow lodges in right in the shoulder blade into the structure.
Quick question about the hunter's edge. Is that, and the hunted prey, that's only 1 per the whole fight, or is that per round?
What is it?
And for community, I made of wood.
So the feet comes in inches. You try to blah blah blah.
First in a round. Okay, cool.
So
So,
you're going to extra D8 on one of these attacks.
Know what the flavor of this reminds me of?
that's
The
7.
Istas we used to make
Seven.
in science class.
Hyde is looking pretty beat up.
Istas, we
For
used
some
to make
reason, I thought it
flavors
was
out of
once
chemicals.
per fight,
Oh,
not
okay.
once per round.
No, that's once.
So they're looking pretty damage.
You can
They're looking
make
good. They're not
like
on
all the
their
synthetic
story
flavors,
for
just
that.
like a
They're
random
getting
bunch
there.
of chemicals mixed together.
We're
no,
doing
no.
damage, that's the main thing.
Just been
No, we shouldn't be hurting them. No damage.
Merida,
contact
can
like
you
that.
give me
They haven't
a
attacked us for
fortitude save? DC 17.
Reminds me of like those banana.
Well, that's a
That's
20.
great.
20, that's a
Very good.
success.
Oh, those banana.
You see, as you move past, you see one of the vines, one of the flowers in that shrubbery near you lets out a puff of poison gas. Another trap. You become sickened 1. You can add that in on your conditions there. The short value is that you're taking a -1 to your checks and instincts. Sickened.
You adding a food to the wiki? Okay.
I was just asking you a question.
You see,
Because you can hear the answer.
David, could you roll me a d20?
Absolutely. Do you want me to roll
With,
well?
with,
or-
with no
You want
explanation.
to roll well.
You can't really
it's a 9.
That's a
anything,
9.
including
It's
elixirs
not-
and potions. Once it's in, that is brutal.
So no health potions.
So no health
You
potions.
have to be forced which I think is if you're conscious.
Yeah. That's
Um,
crazy.
I'll tell you what, with that, I'm going to leave you right where I happen to drop you down. That is
You can
probably.
spend a single action
I was thinking in the middle of the big
recover.
magical circle thingy, but like,
Here?
if that works.
You want to appear there?
No. You know where the like big here.
Middle magic circle? Yeah. You see, everyone sees suddenly the lights on the ground illuminated and were floating rooms, bright yellow and metallic floating through the air. As suddenly, appearing in the very centre and triggering the trap that's laid directly there, in true
Oh,
David
God.
fashion, enters.
Wow.
Ta-da!
It's almost like Valdez is here. I could feel it in the room.
This
Could
character
you
is more
please
like
give me
others than
a
some others.
fortitude save.
What? Fortitude.
Fortitude.
Save. Oh, God, that's not very good. Oh, that's yeah. We're starting this well. 15, I think, if my math is correct. Yeah.
15? Wonderful. Starting off by failing a saving throw, you immediately take.
What an entrance.
Does a
This is gonna go to that.
14
No, there
hit you?
are 2 of them.
No, I think my DC is actually 15. Hang on, let me.
Your armor class? I think.
I'm a class. Yeah. I think. Hang on. Oh no, I don't actually have anything, so I'm 10 at the moment.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. I
You
should
should
probably.
equip some armor then.
I should probably
'cause you,
add
you
something.
won't be 10. That's a death sentence. You look in your equipment box. You've got no armor.
Yeah. So the default kit gave me no armor, so.
Okay.
Maybe we should
I've
teach
got
that.
Let's have a look
AC
real
18.
quick at what your unarmored. You're trained in unarmored defense, so you should get some unarmored armor. I'm going to chuck you in just something really quick for the sake of this attack.
Just put
It'll
an
miss.
armored cloak or something. That's what I've got.
Armored cloaks are good, yeah.
Yeah, I might do that real quick.
Wait, do you have any armor proficiency? So, yeah.
Either explorer's clothing is another good one.
Yeah. I don't know whether.
Armored cloak
What
is another
train?
good one.
Oh, okay. Trained in light armor.
Ah, yes.
Let's go explorer's clothes for you. You'll do fine.
Okay.
That bumps your AC up to 50.
Okay, yeah.
You see a dart flies in, and what is your
I
character?
wouldn't wear
Have you got a
anything.
staff? Have you got robes? What are you?
He does not have a staff. He just says fancy hands.
Love it.
He will arrive, be like, "Where am I? This does not seem like my fight."
At which point you see the enormous monstrosity over on the balcony,
Oh,
rearing and screaming as it turns to Drizella and is ready to.
Where's the monstrosity?
Up the top here.
Okay.
We've got
It's very
monstrosity, Drizella, Mordred, Sibylla, Merida.
Yeah.
Digby.
No, I knew where we all were. I just-
and then I turn to Nightshade and be like, "This is not how I imagined my night going, Nightshade. It looks nasty." Yeah, and then Nightshade would be like, "Nasty."
I could have made like a derogatory comment about Drizella going, which one's the monstrosity? But
Wait, about who?
Drizella, because she's next to it.
And David, that is your turn. Derek,
Sorry,
your turn.
Drizella.
Okay, now
Well, she's covering her face in mud, so.
Nightshade is not a combat hit.
No,
At
so
all.
familiars don't
Like-
really do stuff.
So as soon as combat happens, he will just hide somewhere, like naturally. That's what he's going to do every time we fight. He's just
They
going to
do
hide
not.
behind a box or something and fly away. That's pretty much what's going to happen. Now, how far away is the big bad dude?
65 foot.
65 foot. Cool. I wander as 25 foot towards him with
Directly
one
towards
action.
you?
Yeah,
This one?
yeah.
Wonderful.
and then I will
Oh, no, lovely.
roll for
Oh god.
a spell attack. Does a let's see, what is that? 16 hit?
16 does not.
As I try and shoot needles at him and it misses. What a shame.
Fortunately, your
And that is my turn.
That's your turn there. Anyone got any reactions for this person mysteriously appearing out of nowhere?
Did you attack?
Yeah,
attacked
they've
the
appeared and they're
thing, yeah.
attacking the creature.
Mordred would say, don't kill them, we need to speak with them. But you can lend a hand if you want.
Very well. I assume you were the useless crew that the what's his name? The
Nymphs.
Memphis is that his name? I think Memphis. He made me sign a contract and said you guys needed help because you're useless.
I wouldn't exactly say that we're useless.
Well, I think that's what he said anyway. I will help.
I think we have more important things to worry about.
Right now?
And Bigby, that's you. Mordred, you're on.
I'm going to I'll say hello. Welcome to the party.
Now is the exact time to have introductions.
And
Yeah.
I will devise stratagem once again and take another shot at this guy.
Go for it. What are you using with your range weapon? Is it a crossbow?
Crossbow, yeah.
Oh, nice.
So the devise stratagem, because it's part of the lead, it's a free action, so I use my third action last turn to reload.
Yep, awesome.
And so that'll be a 22 to hit.
That will miss, unfortunately.
Oh,
The shot
bastard.
just goes over the top, hitting into the bookshelf.
Okay,
God.
in that case, I will use my
You also
second
ignore the
action.
penalty for making ranged attacks with your second range.
Increment, so you
Yeah.
can shoot further. Second action, Bigby?
I will reload, and then I will back up with a stride action.
Wonderful. The full 25?
Yeah.
Awesome. You shoot, you go in, you get out. Can someone move that action sheet so it's not blocking the projection?
Oh, sorry.
Thank you very much. Mordred, that is you.
For Mordred's first
So
action,
you're
he'll kind of almost look like his eyes cloud over for a second, and he'll reach for his weapon and start drawing it, so he'll draw a weapon as his first action. And then he'll speak to them and he'll say, please, I don't want to hurt you, but I worry that we're going to have to, and he's going to demoralize. That's a 25.
25 is success.
Cool. So they're demoralized now. And then I'm going to use 25 feet to try and get closer to Drusella.
Demoralized is fear, isn't it?
Yes, I believe so. Let me check.
Yeah, frightened. Demoralized, success. Awesome, and then you're using stride action. Are you heading straight to them or the stairs?
Stairs.
Wonderful. Stride gets you to the base of the stairs.
Yep.
Wonderful. 1, 2, 3. That's you. Sibylla, your turn.
How far is Shan from the baddie?
Shan is 45 foot as the cat flies.
Okay. Can I move 40 feet to the base of... Where is the baddie? Sorry?
Sorry, villain is up here.
Yep.
When you say... So you want Shan move or you want...
Shan.
Shan, absolutely. Shan can get there with 2 actions, so Shan can get right to the base of them.
No, shoot, can move 40 feet, Shan.
Oh, in a turn? They got 40 foot. They do have a 40 foot speed. Insane.
Alright.
Awesome. So one movement they run all across.
And Shan will cast Breathe Fire.
So you can cast through Shan. So it's your action.
Yeah, sorry. I'm going to use...
But also, yeah, Shan opens their mouth and fires.
Yep.
That's a reflex save, is it?
That is a reflex save.
Wonderful. That's a 20, so that's a success, so they'll take half damage.
Half damage, so Breathe Fire. Give it the old hook tour.
Has that been all over your TikTok too?
Everywhere.
It is everywhere.
Alright.
There's
The
this-
hook tour just
the-
go.
Do you go, if it's an odd number, do you go to lower?
There
or
is-
higher?
It's a TikTok.
A WWE wrestler
I'm on
reference.
TikTok. I must be on the wrong side of TikTok.
Oh,
Right?
no,
You
you
don't
don't,
wanna
want
know.
to get on that side of TikTok, man. It's so weird. It's just like, watch the video and have lightning.
So they
Like
I just
hits.
haven't installed
a little
TikTok.
bit of fire skirts of them, lighting the back.
YouTube
bookshelf
I got
on
I got
fire
done by
as well.
the Darth Sidious still on the line
That
before signing,
is
and it's just
Hyde's turn.
Oh no.
You see they leap through the air and pounce at Rosella.
Oh no.
Did you see the Morgan
On what?
23 is going to be a hit.
Yep.
Not on TV. I think she did on her social media. She was like,
As you see, they deal 15 slashing damage to you.
Okay.
And then going to attempt to grab.
She's pushing that PG-13 pretty hard.
She's about that big.
What's your fortitude modifier? Is it plus 10?
Plus 9, I think.
Plus 9. So that's a crit failure. As you see, they reach out and just shoot a claw straight through your shoulder. You are restrained.
Okay.
You're now off guard and immobilized.
Pardon?
You
I
are
am
off guard and immobilized.
immobilized
Yep.
and off guard.
That'll drop your AC by 2, I think.
-2 to AC for off guard.
Yeah.
And immobilized means I can't move at all, doesn't it?
Yeah. As it goes in for its next attack, reaching the other claws back, and this looks like if it hits, it's going to hurt quite a bit more.
Oh, if this is going to hit quite a lot more, I will go down. Or if it hits at all, I think I'll go down.
That's a 27.
It hits.
That's going to be... 15 more piercing.
So that's -10.
Minus 10. Wonderful. As you see, this thing brings its claws back and just straight through Drizella's chest. Drizella is down. You're not dead yet.
Yeah, yep.
But we're going to dying rules in a second.
Mordred
You
will
still
probably
got the
scream
back
as that happens.
I think you still got that grey thing that returns.
Blessing of the Rich.
Blessing of the Rich. Yeah.
So that lets you up from 0 points. You see they and then say, if you will not help me, I shall slay the witches myself. And then looks ready to pounce out the nearby window. As they sink back into the ground and are ready to jump. Drizella, that's your turn. You don't go now, though, because you just died. Your initiative moves to immediately before the creature that just killed you.
Yep.
So you've got full round for you to do anything.
Cool.
Merida, that is you.
Wonderful. I'm gonna spend an action to try retch to try and recover from the sickness.
Yep, go for it.
I don't.
Wonderful. Is that a flat check? Or...
Well, I'm assuming it's against the DC.
Yeah.
And roll a 4 dice.
Oh, cool. There might be a critical fail for so did you get...
4 on the dice. It's fortitude plus 8, so 8, 9, 10, 12.
12's not good for us. Wonderful. That's one action.
Yeah, and then I'm going to shoot at it with my bird. With a 17 plus 8 on the dice, so 25 to hit.
25 will hit.
6. That is a 7 and a 4. So 11. And then I'll pull out with another hit.
Go for it.
With a nat 1.
That one, that will miss terribly as you shot flies wide.
Yeah.
You see it is looking very beat up, bleeding, and ready to run out that window if it gets to its next turn. Darian, that is you.
Oh,
You are 45 foot away.
can I get within 30 foot by staying below?
You'll need to go around the counter. Yeah, you can do it.
I get within 30 foot and I go, stupid creatures, annoying at the best of times as the target attempts to take a will save.
Will save. That is a 31.
I'm assuming. How do I know what my save DC is?
For spells,
Yeah,
it'll be 20, I believe. This level, 19 for you.
19. Alright. So that would make it a.
So that's a success.
success is frightened one,
Frightened.
as I cast fear.
Oh, love fear.
The way it's structured.
Awesome. That's with it's already frightened once, and that's frightened 2.
You could get him to frighten 3.
It's only frightened half.
That's movement. Cast a spell. That's you.
That's me.
Big B, you're up.
I'm going to devise stratagem and take another shot.
Go for it.
Yes, that'll be a 28 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that will do 3 piercing damage.
3 piercing
That's
damage.
a D6 and a D8 for 3.
That's rough.
Cool. And then I will
It is looking on death's
demoralize.
Go for it.
Just say you need a potion to keep up with us because you're a lazy piece of shit.
Give us a intimidate action. Intimidate check.
11.
11. I'm afraid that is a crit failure, which I believe makes it a new flavors. If I'm right.
But it's already frightened 2,
It's
right?
already frightened. It doesn't get less frightened, but means that you can't intimidate. I believe it is.
Worth a try.
Worth a shot. Good use of the free action of 1 action left. Mordred, that is you.
How far am I from Drusilla currently?
Drazella, if you walk over the trap, you're 40 foot away. If you go around the trap, that brings it up to 50 foot.
Can I just get within 30 feet of her?
Yeah, easily.
Without stepping on any traps?
That only needs to move 5 foot forward to get within 30 feet. So 10 foot forward. Yep, you take 1 stride action to get within 30 feet.
And then Mordred, kind of shaking off that blind look he had, says, Drusilla, come back! And then I'll cast a 2-action heal.
Yep.
So that's going to be 2d8. 2d8. 8 and 7, so that's 15 damage plus 16. 15 plus 16. 31.
Right, that's
Wow.
31 hit points. Almost.
Don't you dare die on me.
Don't you kill my best friend! Mordred has a
Incredible.
red
Sibylla, that's you. Drazella, you're on deck.
Yep.
I'm going to use a movement action to move Sibylla
Yep.
under the balcony,
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
out of shot, basically.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to use. I'm going to cast Breathe Fire through Shan.
Love it. Go for it.
Can I do a reflex save, please?
Wonderful. It does a reflex. It's currently frightened 2, so it's taking a bit from this. Reflex -2.
It's a scary cat.
That is a 14.
No,
fail.
that's a fail.
Damage.
8 damage.
8 damage. Exactly 8 hit points left. And it going next. As it goes to leap out the window, the fire licks at it and you reduce it down to 0.
Brilliant.
Oh, damn.
Nicely done. Crazy boy.
Exactly what was there.
Can I, after she does that, cast Stabilize on it?
Absolutely can. Unless, so Drazella, you do get a turn immediately after. You're on the floor prone and you've dropped your weapon.
Casting spells.
Do you want to do anything in particular?
Am I within?
That's pretty much the whole class. It's really fun.
Am I close enough to touch this creature?
You absolutely are in You look at, you see the claws rescinding back in through the ruined gloves, the stretched out shoulders and bones reconnecting in terrible sound. It seems to be turning back into Dr. Jacob. What would you like to do?
What I've
Mordred's like crying, like reaching out to you.
Oh, Mordred. Well, you see, what I would have done is flensed his ass.
Which would have just, he's already dead, would have just stripped the flesh from his bones. So he'd been dead forever.
Indeed. So I'm comfortable that he's died and is transferring back.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah. He looks mechanically damaged, so he looks like he's got to make death saves.
Yeah. In that case, I am going to touch him. Okay. Quick question. I'm going to look at Mordred and go,
Talking's a free action. Communicate the plan.
do we want this shit doctor alive or not?
There's no way his victims can get justice if he's dead. He needs to face he needs to face trial for his crimes.
I roll my eyes. You can't see that because I'm wearing a plague doctor mask, but I heal. I cast heal on.
You see with a terrible,
This.
terrible sound, blood coughing out of them, they're returned to a couple of hit points. They are defeated still mechanically, though, so they are out of the fight. Combat comes to an end.
I lean down and go, at least one of us is a competent doctor.
They seem pretty very groggy after the turn.
Yep.
Eyes kind of looking not quite focused.
Well, that's why they were shit. Yes.
What's your next move?
I-
See, it all calms down here. I assume someone restrains them.
Yeah, can I go up and restrain them?
Yeah, for sure.
Actually, no, I probably wouldn't if someone else wants to do that.
Someone doesn't really matter.
I'm going to restrain them. I'm going to use my inside ropes.
Oh,
that's
your
so
guts pull out
Your
and
inside
wrap around
ropes.
this guy's
Is that what you just
What?
called your intestines? Your
That's what the
inside
saying is.
ropes.
Inside ropes. What?
Inside, right?
You've not met this character, have you?
And I think at this point it's a good time to really
Some
quickly
people need to
introduce
use
your
their
characters
inside
for David.
voices. She uses her inside voice.
So let's go about one by one. What does David see at the end of this fight? What are your characters doing? What do they look
I
like?
feel like that
Emma will start with you.
Well, at the end of this fight, David sees this this black-clad sort of figure with a sort of a hood and a plague doctor mask go down, come back up again, reach out and sort of reluctantly, apparently, heal this thing that we've just been fighting, and then proceed to stand up and unravel their intestines outside from underneath this cloak and start to tie up and restrain.
She stands up pretty long.
You can't really see anything else about her at all other than she's dressed like that.
Incredible. Mordred up on the stairs. What's Mordred doing?
He's looking a little bit upset at the moment. Cheers. Classic Mordred. Because he's
Classic
probably,
Mordred.
he's probably up next to Drizella, fussing over her wounds. Mordred's a young boy, about 15 years old, in heavy plate armor, with a long embroidered cloak. And at the moment, he's got a kind of absent look to his eyes, but he's very stressed and just tending to Drizella's wounds.
Down, just in front of you, you see a small gnome, Sibylla.
Not
Yes.
another no.
Oh, your picture's not working.
Wait, are you a gnome?
Yes, I'm
No, but the guy who hired us was.
Your picture's not working, but luckily I'm very clever. There's Sibylla, more or less.
Ah, yes.
Is that me, is it?
Yep, that's the token I've got for you, yeah.
Okay. Sibylla, you see a 3-foot tall gnome with clearly some magical abilities because she's not armed with any weapons, and she's feeding her cat, who has just come down from the balcony after wasting that guy.
Oh, that's a cool
Sean
cat.
looking very pleased with himself, herself.
Is it a flying king?
It is just a black
Okay.
one, but yes,
Okay,
of
black
the-
cat. Like
of
Sabrina
the-
style black cat.
Wonderful.
It's been breathing fire this whole night.
Also down on ground with you is a human ranger. Rose.
So Merida is, a regular human princess. Ran away from harm. Well, not exactly ran away from harm, but she's left home to find the cure of her brother's and mother's curse, which is apparently going to lead us to Mordu to deal with that. So Merida is a ranger, but she does have a witch archetype because she trained with the witch that kind of caused the curse in the first time to try and help her reverse it. So yeah, she is kind of wandering around the room, kind of trying to find any inklings of the mirror or anything to kind of prove that he was trying to train the witches.
Yeah, give us a
And
perception
I'd be
check.
getting
seek action. You can use your hunt prey bonus. You've got +2 bonus to that, +1 from the family, so +3 total. And then reloading the crossbow in the very back of the room, you see an investigator.
Perception.
Just hold fast with this, please. Just
I'll walk up to this mysterious
Daddy.
gentleman and ask who you are, why you're here.
I am Darian. I was in a pub drinking alone when I was approached by a man who said he had a job. It seemed more entertaining than what I was doing, so I said okay, and I found myself here.
Okay. Bigby, nice to meet you. Joseph Bigby.
Nice to meet you too.
Let's go check on my friends, see if they're doing right. Questions, mysterious guy.
Yeah,
So I'll
absolutely.
go
What? What was the dude you fought? He seemed strange.
Some doctor that had some opposition to certain people, I guess, and used a potion to turn himself to an evil creature and murder people.
Oh, any type of people in particular, or just people?
It was this secret society that we saw was mostly the victims, but we're going to find out more as we get to question him, hopefully.
Wonderful. So, what are people up to? You've got three options, basically, or you can pitch me something. You can be investigating the room, which is going to be a perception check. You can be interrogating the victim, which is going to be intimidation or diplomacy, though harder to do with diplomacy. Or you can be scavenging ingredients, which is going to be your spellcasting check of choice. Actually, probably crafting for that.
Yeah.
Who's doing what? Let me know. Call that.
Another 26 for perception.
Yeah, I'm going to be
Intimidate.
diplomacy.
Intimidate. I have
A very
pen.
poorly crafting.
Crafting check. Emma, what's Drizella up to?
Drizella will use her startling appearance to
Yes, that would be
demoralise or assist with the
That's the
generalised intimidation that appears to be going on as an interrogation
Lovely.
tactic.
Let's call it demoralised, and anyone who's intimidated can add another +1 bonus.
I'll
Okay.
the
Your diplomacy, so you don't get cool. You still get the +1 for diplomacy because they're feared.
I'm staying up there because I'm attached to him by my guts.
Yeah, absolutely. Right.
Yeah.
We'll resolve the interrogation in a moment.
Yeah.
Chris, what was that crafting check?
A nat 1.
A nat 1 for a total of
That would be a total of 11.
total of 11. Okay, so 11 crit fail, only a DC 1, so that's not going to be enough to find anything, unfortunately.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, look, that's a low roll. You have a look. I'll tell you what, even with a nat 1, now that it's not in combat, you come over, you have a look. This green bucket here is acid. It will cause quite a bit of damage to anyone you pour it over.
Yep.
This pink one actually is healing potion and will restore some hit points to people. Though at a cost.
Oh.
What that cost is, you can't tell with that crafting check.
Alright.
There's 4 doses of each.
Yep.
So that acid will actually work as an item, but we'll talk about in the loop in a minute. Who's looking about the music just now? What was the check there?
26. So I'm specifically looking for the mirror and anything to prove that he was trying to frame the witches.
Yeah, with a 26, there's a notable absence of appearance here. You'd kind of expect at least some sort of reflective surface, but it seems like not only are there none, any bottles that are particularly reflective, anything like there's no pools of open water, which you usually expect to see, and anything that is reflective seems to have paint over the top of it to hide reflections. With 26, you don't find whatever he was referring to. You don't find any. There's obviously lots of stuff around here. This is their office. There's desks with paper. There's records and all sorts of pieces. You find out a bit. You don't find any. You don't find where the mirror is that they're talking about. And we'll come back to your rest of your stuff. As for the interrogation / discussion,
I think while she's looking, she would also be trying to reach the kind of cure this sickness. So every few minutes,
you can try that over and over again. I'm happy just to clear that for you.
because I keep rolling really low. I'm trying to get this.
If you can take 10, so 10 plus your modifier. Trick. Dr. Jacob Hilton, tied up, badly injured. He's only got 7 or 8 hit points, I imagine. And just looks terrible after this transformation. Hair covered in blood, terrible rips on all of his uniform. Looks like the people found what do you ask? What's your strategy? What are you doing?
I will walk over
What
to
should we ask?
your characters and be like, I do not know what you want, but I will get him in an even rougher shape so you can do the talking.
We don't do that here. We're not killing anyone. We're not hurting anyone.
We're not killing him. Can he take a fortitude saving throw?
You certainly can.
If you're doing anything harmful, Mordred will grab you. Just be aware.
How she will she know?
You're just a stranger coming to the
what
spell.
what action are you taking?
I'm casting a spell.
What
Cantrip.
components does it have? Does it
Uh,
have to manipulate or audio traits?
Semantic and verbal.
Semantic and verbal, cool. So you start casting the spell, you say magic words and move lands.
Can I attempt to interrupt that casting?
You can, that can go badly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so counteract check is what you do. If you crit fail, the spell will hit you instead. If you fail,
could
it
go
will be
badly.
wasted. If you succeed, they won't be able to cast the spell.
I would like to do that. What kind of check is it?
Okay, so counteract rules are needlessly complicated. What level spell
Love
do you
it.
cast?
It's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip. Okay, so it's a level 3 cantrip. You're a full spellcaster currently, so it's a d20 roll versus your spell save, and then the effect is based off that.
So is it going to be my spell attack?
Yes, it's a spell attack versus your spell save.
A nat 20 for a 20.
Nice.
29, so it'll be
Okay,
30.
cool. So that's a crit success. You lose the spell slot, and the spell is cast.
Mordred-
You reach out and just kind of grab that.
I grab you and I say, we're not hurting anyone.
As the spell just harmlessly fizzles into
What's it? Hello, I'm Mordred. We don't hurt people.
Well,
Boring.
indeed, mate.
I look up from where my intestines are holding this guy in restraint and go, we do not hurt people.
It's like really hurt. It's sad by that.
We don't do that here.
Yeah, they don't allow that.
When people what?
At least not when Mordred is directly watching.
Can you blunt her so I can have some fun?
Oh my god. Evil, evil man.
Okay, so I can ask one question and I'll make sure he answers.
Yep.
But I'm going to do that once with one question, so what question should I just ask him?
That would be
Mirror or
something
mirror?
we know that he's got a mirror. The mirror
said
told
the
us.
mirror
So
told him.
considering your mirror stuff, we might want to ask that.
Okay. Should I ask him where is
Else.
the mirror?
You can remind me what the name of the feature you're using is?
Pointed question.
Pointers. Let me just quickly read the description
So
of that.
I attempted Diplo check against the will DC.
Are you following a clue?
Sorry?
Are you following a clue as well?
I'm pursuing a lady, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Although, not really anymore. I think now that we've
I
beaten
think
the battle, I think
you
that's
solved the
pretty
case pretty
Yeah.
much. I'm happy for you to take on this mirror as your
The
next
mirror
case, but I
case.
think that takes 10 minutes to decide the case.
Hmm.
So you won't get it for this chapter.
Yeah. But yeah, so I will roll,
Give us the Diplo check.
and I will ask him, I'll ask him where is the mirror.
That's against their will DC, I'm assuming.
Mhm.
Cool, go for it.
Okay, so that'll be a 23. 23. I'm afraid the DC to hit was 24.
Oh.
If someone gives you a help,
Or
you might
try
be able to pass.
Oh.
Yeah, give us a diplomacy check. Don't get a 5 or less, or
I'll
it's
help.
worse. Better.
28.
Crit success, that knocks it over to a success.
Fantastic.
So with the two of you, you come in.
Okay.
What do you do? Do you ask them a certain way? Or
Yeah,
what's the strategy?
I'm going to, with my sleight of hand, like because I'm starting to get a bit good at that, find a way to kind of reveal to him that I've got a piece of mirror
Yeah, for sure.
while I ask him where is the mirror.
Yeah, give us a will save.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
Will. There's where. 15.
You see the back of your brother's head as he suddenly stops and his wolf forms. You see his ears prick up and he turns and looks straight at you through the mirror. And gives you a little wave. As the glint then changes and it's just reflected. But you show him the mirror, you see, he looks at you and you then ask him a question or you show
Yeah,
him.
I ask him where is the mirror that you were talking to.
So he says,
And so the answer is he has to answer the question,
Yep.
and if he tries to lie, I get to make another check, and I get +2 bonus to that.
so he says, no. You see, he says, it's a hidden compartment under the I really do need your help. I was a little abrasive that time, but I was true. The witches are planning something, and we need to stop.
Abrasive, you nearly burnt me to death with acid.
It's hard to see, but I was worried you were going to do something drastic.
We've harmed so many people.
Did you not just murder like 10 people?
It was necessary. It was self-defense.
Why? I thought you said you were attacking witches. These people were also enemies of witches that died.
They know what's going to happen. I believe them to be evil. They know what's going to happen. They will tell me. I tried to restrain myself, but the potion makes things cloudy.
Yeah, fair
Not fair enough. You murdered them.
Yes,
These people had families, lives. You took that away from them.
yes. I believe the future of this entire city hangs on this. The witches have some.
What do they have?
I'm not entirely inclined to tell you because they struggle against their wills. If you let me go, I will work.
I just look at you and I'm just like,
We can't let you go. How do we know
You
you're not
guys
gonna go
keep
and help
talking, I'm
someone
going to
else?
go see if he's telling the truth about
Don't struggle
I'm gonna
against
go
those
downstairs
bonds.
and
It is
go
giving
check
me
this.
terrible indigestion.
They look over their shoulder and say, "And people from violence." The two of you are going to have a look together. Give me perception checks to seek.
Can I?
Whoever gets the higher can help. Whoever gets the lower can help the higher if you like.
Can I try and
I got
close the
25.
26?
Okay, then I'll
25, 26, 26, 27, 28, 28. Will do it with the knowledge of where you're looking. You look over. You knock against the desk. You see a hidden compartment. You see in there a small leather-bound journal, a candlestick that has been lit several times, and a shard of mirror.
can I use my like innate detect magic just to see if there's magic nearby?
Absolutely. The strongest source of magic is that shard of mirror.
Okay. I don't actually. I think
You only find out what the strongest is. Once you get level 6, I think I can tell you a bit about it. But as a current...
it's just the presence or absence, not even the. You can ignore things, but you can't.
Oh,
Like,
cool. Yes, there is magic.
okay.
do you have any? Does anyone have some
What are you looking for?
like just a piece of material or something? I want to grab this mirror with my bare hands.
I've got a face mask that you can probably use.
Maradel
I can probably find something.
Yeah, you...
Maradel will rip a bit of her.
Tie it over. You're talking about a diplomacy check.
Yeah, could I ask them with a diplomacy check, if we let you go, how can we be sure that you're not going to harm us?
Give us the check.
That's not good. 13.
13. That is a crit fail. You see, they look to you and say, you can't. But if you want to save this city, you'll have to.
I might chime in if that's okay.
Save the
I have a
city.
listen. I have a concern about your dislike of witches.
You say, look over to you.
Not all witches. Just those witches.
They at this point put together that you are a witch yourself. And there's a lot of spellcasters who are witches. And you see they get a kind of sad look in your eye and say, you're not from the Glade. You're not from this city, are you?
Well, it's not for me to disclose.
So for me to disclose where you're from.
Can you give me a deception check?
Twisting the knife.
Yeah, see if I can find a d20 amongst my 40,000. That would be a 16.
16. With a crit fail, they do not know if you're lying or not.
If I could use a hero point
Absolutely.
to try that deception check again,
Right,
So
he
they
crit failed.
crit
Oh, he
fail.
failed. All right.
He crit fail.
I'll retain my hero point. Sorry.
Keep your hero point. You see, they say, I'm not saying anything else until she leaves.
Alright.
We have ways of making you talk.
No torture. Old fashioned investigator interrogation.
Yeah. Mr. Moral Boundaries, Mordred
Mr.
there.
Moral Compass.
Yeah, we're playing good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to look through this journal?
Yes. Thanks for
Who would like to?
Is it
I
only the
mean,
one
I don't
city?
mind.
Anyone?
Either you or me.
Oh, if you want to look
Give
at
me
it.
an Arcana check
Why
to
don't
understand.
you go talk to the
Oh,
guy? and
Arcana, you're going to be better than that.
So I'll do the Arcana. You go chat to the guy, and I'll see what I can find.
What do you want?
Just wondering if you've got training.
Oh, you've got pretty good
Gives
games.
you-
So that's for a bonus session.
Yeah,
Fair
even
point.
though I'm untrained. But yeah, I'm sure that's
That's better. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
23. 23 plus 7. Right, you have a look at this. It seems like this shard of mirror showed up one day in their workshop. Quite what it was. And they say it might have come from an assortment of goods that I bought from the north, but it's unclear. You see, they mention eventually there's lots of studying it. It's powerful, magical, but I don't know what. And then after having it for about 2 weeks, they said there's a breakthrough that identified what it is, and they name it a shard of Erutas. You don't know what that is with that check. Anyone else can give me an Arcana check to see if they know what that is. If anyone's got
We're given Arcana.
Fortune telling roll?
no fortune telling, unfortunately. But Arcana checks,
21.
that won't do it either. Nope. That's alright. None of you are quite sure what that is.
Is it an item or?
No, this is it. But they mention it and then they say, and that conclude that entry where they identify what it is concludes with the sentence, I wonder if the stories are true. And then there's a bit of a break and they are running again another couple of weeks later. They've worked out its secrets. They know how to contact her. And then there's a description of a ritual where one must block out all the light a candle in front of the shard of the mirror, and call her name 3 times.
Oh!
And there it says, I dare not write it in this.
Oh no! Oh, regards, Mary.
It's
Oh
a-
no!
yeah.
That was
Oh,
when you realised
no.
that all of the windows in this
I
place
thought
have
this was
enormous
mirror on
little
the wall.
shutters that
Oh,
have bolted
jeez.
out over them.
Ugh.
This place
Bloody
has
Mary
been
scares the shit out of me.
It then mentions help her, and again it just says her, how talking to her really helped with the research, how she gave the secrets to the formula, and how she has warned him of the witch's plotting.
I would
He
like
doesn't
to
seem
see-
to write what the plot is in this book.
I would let Bixby know about what I found in that book.
Yeah. You shall.
And
Okay.
see, try and
Would
find
Bigby
out
have
the
heard
name
of
and be
any,
what the plan
any like rumors of like I know me as a player, I don't
Yeah. So
would he
anyone
have
who wants
any
you can give you an
children's stories
occultism
of that?
check for these things, or a society check.
Occultism.
Occultism or society.
Haggle?
The sorcerer, David, you can give us Arcana, not Failure, not
29 for occultism.
Oh god, I'm rolling bad tonight.
So this is
19.
to identify who.
So you hear
Right.
as you read the ritual, you've heard of these stories.
Yes.
27 won't do it, it's a high DC. But 29 absolutely does it. Sibylla, you've heard of the tales of, for years and years now, at least as long as you've been alive, probably not yourself, of a helper in some ways, a voice of guidance that can be accessed through certain mirrors, powerful items, and things. A being whose name is not spoken lightly, that is called Bloody Mary.
How common are like beings trapped in objects?
Pretty
Other
common.
than
That's,
being,
that's
or is
pretty
that pretty
standard.
common?
That's pretty standard fantasy. So definitely not a surprising thing to me. With a 29, you know that they're not just rumors. With a 29, you know that there is some
Yeah.
truth to it. You've never met someone who claims to
I
see
know all about it.
spoken of,
Mary
but
Tudor, Queen of England, slaughtering Protestants.
yeah, not quite in this sense. A little bit worse.
Are you going to share this with us?
I know she was pretty bad.
Yes, and yet still.
Yes.
You
No,
know that Bloody Mary, you know that all you know is that she was a very powerful mage, a very powerful. You heard it told that she wasn't a witch, she was some other sort of mage, and that she was put in a mirror. And that's probably all the fact.
I'll share it with the crew.
As you do you say the name out?
Oh,
Oh,
hang on.
no.
No, I don't.
You don't? So you don't tell the rest of the crew the name?
Do you
Can I
write it
say
down?
Mary?
You can say Mary. Yeah.
Be Mary.
As you say Mary, even all of the glass vials on the walls just shake a little.
Oh, I reckon it's.
I've never heard of Mary before.
Is this Is this being?
Is she contrary?
Is this a good being or a bad being?
Depends on your perspective.
Okay. Do we think this being is like more or less dangerous than the Horned King or whatever that's going to possibly end the world?
Hard to say. It seems in the journal you've got here that Mary was helping Jacob's research. Warning about
Can
the
I
switches.
ask him about that?
Yeah, what do you say?
God, seems like
Coming up with that formula, potion transfers. Seems to be the main one.
Why did you trust the woman in the mirror?
So it's, such knowledge. I was in the presence of an expert in an area I consider myself to be knowledgeable in. I've not spoken with someone with such alchemical knowledge in
I'm starting to reel my intestines back in.
Yeah.
Speaking of
They're getting a bit dry.
I'm just reeling them back in. And I'm just like, so not only are you a poor forensic scientist and murderer, you also take
One thing you
your
do is
alchemical tutelage from a mirror.
yeah, and the one
Genius.
good thing he created was just ripped off from someone else.
Yeah.
You see that
Yeah.
from a genius.
Pardon?
From a genius.
Okay, now I'm not sure how I feel about holding 3 pieces of this bitch.
What did you say, Genie?
Genius.
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 Oh, well.
Oh dear. Love it. Fantastic.
Can I say, pointing to like
Sorry.
the stars?
I can't finish the story.
You see their
I hope we run into
ends
it.
of their fingers are just
I
covered
just
in
wish for
scar
like a new
tissue
top
from all
hat or
the
something.
transformations.
Can I ask, do you think what you've done to yourself is the work of a genius?
You suddenly look incredibly sincere and say yes. The abilities granted by this potion are years ahead of what I was working
I finished reeling my guts back
on.
You don't need to be hung, drawn, and quartered. You do it to yourself.
Yeah. And it's like, genius, Mildred, takes
She could hang herself.
strange forms in these parts.
And you see Dr. Hilton continues. They also warned me of the riches.
What's the richest part?
I'm not saying more until she leaves.
Alright, can you go away for a bit?
I can't risk them finding.
Can you like leave the room so that he can tell us?
Is that what you want?
Yeah, I want to get some more information. He's not talking because you decided to blabber your mouth about being a witch.
Give me a perception check.
That's a 14.
14. 14 will do. You feel like if you explain to them that you weren't a part of the witches in this city, they would probably be able to talk. Whether you want to do that sometime.
No. He's going to fuck himself. I'm just going to leave.
Yeah. You pop on out, you head out the
Very
office into the hallway
classist.
outside.
No, well, it's, you know.
Very
Do you have to
prejudiced
hide
against
your-
I'm going to say to the party, I'm going to be like, maybe I should look after the mirror. Since I got kicked out of the Magic Academy, I have needed some genius.
You just arrived here.
Yeah, I'm not trusting.
Big B, you're holding the mirror at the moment.
Yeah, Sibylla's going to go outside
I've
for
got
a
3
cigarette.
pieces.
We've got 3 pieces.
Speaking of, as you hold that third piece, you feel the piece that you keep in your pocket just tugging a little towards the other.
Have you got all 3 pieces?
Do you
I've
want
got
someone
3
else to
pieces
hold
now.
the mirror piece? I can take one of the pieces at least if you want.
Don't we know
Share
you
the
found
news. Let me know.
Did we take the mirror piece from the university?
Yeah, so there's a piece from the university.
I
You
don't
know
know.
Big B's carrying that one.
No, it's
And then
mine.
you've just found another one. You don't know that Big B also has a third that you just looked at.
Right, understand. So we've
That
got,
one's-
3 pieces.
You got
So
I
we
think for
we
now-
only
for
know of 2.
I also didn't make it very clear to everyone else in the party that I took the second piece either.
I think
As
I
in
do
this
think
one?
people saw you. I don't think it was
As in
that
this
side.
one? Or
No,
one
the
at
second.
university?
The one next.
But you definitely don't know about the first phase.
All of this might be new, but Bigby, at this point, are you sharing that you have a third piece of this with the party?
I won't share about the first phase.
Okay.
But I'll tell them about like, oh, this is like we got this piece in the character.
You pull out the second piece too?
Like, do you feel like this
I don't
piece in
want
your
to touch
piece?
it because every time I touch it,
No,
hurts
no,
me.
even with the cloth out.
Yeah, but sometimes that happens too. Yeah, okay, I guess.
As you do, can you give me an athletics check? As you see, holding in your hands, they start to pull together.
Oh, okay.
You can choose to fail and allow them to come together. But you see, they start to pull.
How does
It's a 12.
how does the react?
12 on athletics.
He looks still a bit out of it. You see, he looks and he says, "Did you ever talk with her?"
No.
And you see, as you see, fail. These two pieces, jagged pieces of mirror, in no way do the edges look like they should line up and connect. And yet, without them undergoing any particular change, they come together and you now have one large piece.
Shit.
And you see, as that happens, every candle in the room gets blown out.
Oh, no.
The windows are still. You see the shutters shake a little, but don't.
Cool.
You now have one left. You still have your third.
Nightshade would fly down and like land on your shoulder and be like, "Murder, score," and then like hold out his beak.
What?
No, you're not getting it. In my jacket, I guess.
Yeah.
Probably have to rip it to make it into big.
Roll a luck check to
They're
see
about-
how
they're probably
close to
about
the other
yay
piece of the
big
mirror
now.
you put in.
Oh, okay.
It's
That's
not
not too
huge.
bad then, yeah.
And
Probably
roll a
not
luck
big.
check to see if you manage to avoid putting it close to the third shard of the
I'm
mirror.
assuming that, I'm going to assume that third one's in your back.
Yeah.
Positive?
Do we know how many shards of this mirror there are?
We only know.
So
We can
anyone,
guess.
anyone can give me a check on the Mirror Veritas.
Is it
It's Arcana, strictly Arcana. So
Oh, that is 27.
that's pretty good. Anyone beat a 27? No? Darian, you recall stories, old tales, really, of the Mirror Veritas. This powerful magical relic that was destroyed a long time ago. You think 3rd, 4th age, something like that, currently in the 6th age.
Mhm.
You don't quite remember what happened to it. You remember that it was used for something terrible and it went wrong. And you'll luck check real quick. No. And you don't quite remember what it was that it was doing that went wrong, but something went wrong. Okay. The shards. Yeah. With that, you say 27? You would know that when this first happened, the shards actually became embedded in the people's hearts or their eyes. And those who had the shards in their eyes could only see the worst things in the heart. And those who had embedded in their hearts could never feel anything positive. They were left only with hate and anger and envy. And we recall one person, Mary, who had both a shard in her eye and her heart. But in your end, you don't know if it's the same Mary, you don't know what happened to Mary, and that is the bits you put together from this. It's almost, it's stories of like, almost the Shroud of Time. It's very long ago, it's not like well documented. There's debate amongst academics if it even exists. But it's definitely powerful.
What was that? Darian would go, "Hang on a second. Is this... I heard of this mirror," and then we'll just say a story or a story. If it is that mirror, maybe we should treat it with some caution. Just a little bit. Do not put it in anyone's heart or eye, please.
I love how you've gone from speaking Russian to speaking Indian.
Yeah.
Well, I can't speak Arabic. I don't know. He's got an accent, and I'm gonna try.
Yeah, I'm not speaking shit.
My accent will change constantly over the next many weeks. It'll be great. But there will be an exit.
Does anyone want to do anything else in this room? Do you have any more questions for Dr. Hilton?
Yeah. What are the witches thing? What's the witches thing? What's the witches?
Yeah,
You see,
I'm
as
not
Sibylla
sure.
leaves, you see he says, the witches have gotten their hands on a very powerful item of theirs.
Do you know a piece of the mirror?
No. They found the Eye of Ulga. An occultism check from anyone who wants to know about
Could I
the Eye
hag
of
with
Ulga.
all that?
Hag will absolutely have them. Unfortunately not Faye.
17?
17. Anyone else?
The Eye of...
Ulga.
So doing occultism?
Occultism, yeah. O-G-H-M-A. 11. You. None of you notice that. You see, they say, I don't know. You see, Hilton continues. I don't know how they found it or even what exactly it is, but they could do terrible, terrible things.
Worse than what we've already done.
It's much, much worse. They're trying to sneak it out of the city. I believe they're trying to get it to someone. I don't quite know who or where.
That's not one of the items we're after, is it?
No, that's not what it is. You are after the Staff of Beguiling, the Ring of Objectification, and the Looking Glass.
Looking glass.
You see, Hilton says, I wrote to the Red Hand, and they're currently searching the ships now, but it wasn't happening. There needs to be an investigation into the witches, and the truth will come out. I was trying to find out more information from the Order Arcane, but they were hesitant to my asking.
So what is it say? What's Ogma? What do we don't know what it is. Okay, sorry. I'm familiar.
Once they tell you about it, you can do a check. So roll the check now, just for the sake of it. You won't be able to contribute this information to the occultism.
18.
18. I won't do it, unfortunately.
But if I use a hero point,
Yeah, you can go again. Get your points. That's what they're for. Use them or lose them.
and that would give
Only
me a
lasts for the session.
26.
26
Nice.
will do it. So once you tell Sibylla about this, she'll be able to tell you what the Eye of Ulga is. But for now, you're in a sealed room with Sibylla. You see Hilton investigating, which is
Can I say to them, thank you for what you've told us, but we can't let you go. We have to turn you in.
Can I ask you about the shop? The shop that got raided.
We know
Do we know who raided it?
he did.
Oh, he did.
he's got this ring of blades.
So it was him. So he did try to frame it.
Yeah, it seems like his plan was to frame the witches so that they get investigated. He doesn't respond. So he looks kind of resolutely looks out.
If you want to speak to the witches, you're gonna have
We
to
need
do
to
it yourself.
investigate the witches.
You want to what?
If you want to get in with the witches, try and get insider information, you will have to do that by yourself. Self-med, they're on lockdown.
I'm the only one who can get in as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Merida,
Anyone doing anything else in this room?
Oh, I can send my whisper.
I would just
in.
be holding on to him, ready to escort him back to the Lord.
You're going to take him to the Lord?
Yeah,
It's at this point that we.
where are we gonna take him?
Dude,
I'll
that
remind
what,
you.
you want to take him
he
to the
is-
mayor, who's definitely working with him.
Yeah, Lord Edmund. So Lord
I don't
Edmund
know.
is the highest authority here.
Give me a meal.
This is their
I'll
chief
emasculate him with my dagger.
I wouldn't be surprised if this guy did all these murders on behalf of the mayor.
Yeah, so you can take him to the Lord.
Where else could we take him?
Do you mean just like to keep them prisoner? Or...
Just to make sure they don't kill anyone in the short time.
Look, you have an enormous muscular friend in the forest at the moment. If you could sneak him out of town, you thought the creature could certainly be helpful.
We didn't find the doctor you're looking for. We found a doctor.
Look after this doctor while we go find your doctor, okay?
Yeah, it's
I
possible they could help. They're definitely, like, as far as allies go. You also know Horace and Jasper, the two thieves who took the
Yeah,
They
they
probably- they probably owe you a favour.
Yeah, but they.
No!
Otherwise,
Is
Yeah,
this
I want
thing
to trust them.
Otherwise, you can make some rolls to try to find just like an abandoned building in the city or something.
Just let him starve to death because we forget about
sneak into him or something?
Yeah, could we try and do
I was
that?
just taking the cops, I think.
No, but the cops work for the Lord and he works for the Lord.
Yeah, but who cares?
We don't want to let. But
Lord,
we
you
don't,
cares. We don't want people to die.
yeah, but we also don't want them to know that we're on to them yet.
I solved the mystery, so I can.
Yeah, you,
He solved the mystery. He can do what he wants. He's lead investigator.
You're the one that wanted to keep him alive. We would have just killed him.
The concept of good and evil means nothing when you get results.
Yeah. But I don't think we want to let on that we.
You see, he says, if I get a vote, then
Ooh, nice. It's a classy move.
I.
Do it.
Oh, what was that, Emma?
Do it.
Oh, I just messaged Marty and went, is Millie still here? If Millie's still here, that's fine. But does Millie's mum know she's here? Because I don't care when you don't get home till 10 o'clock. But Millie's mum might. Does she know she's here?
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm just walking her home. And I'm like, oh,
Very nice.
I was going to suggest that, but I didn't need to. Well done, tick, parenting. Excellent. I'm taking all credit for
So
that.
he's just wandering
As
to
you
Woolies, you know?
I'm gonna leave you
He's
all to
just
have a
walking to
chat
Woolies.
about
He's just
what
walking to
happened.
But he didn't send her home on her own. So I'm
So
like,
next time he's like, do you want me to pick something
Why
up
don't
from
we do
Woolies
two
for you?
dogs?
I'm
You know, where
taking
he's
it as a
gone.
parenting win that he didn't just tell her to walk
Okay.
home on her own.
Would anyone,
Absolutely.
Well done, me.
would anyone want to take him to like an inn or something?
Okay.
Just wait
How
till he's
about
like,
someone
do you want anything from the supermarket, Mum?
create
Just
a
say that
diversion
already.
and then someone else just
Wait, I missed it.
They want to
You
kill
want-
the guy.
Hey, watch it.
I don't want to kill
A
the
cat
guy.
a tree over there. Go save it. We're up in the house. What are you talking about? Oh, he slipped.
Why don't we just lock him up in the chest that's down there? We'll just lock him up in this chest here for now. Until we can figure out what to do with him.
That's a bit strong.
All right, does
Probably
anyone
just
else-
We don't know what to do with
Can
him.
we get a show of hands? Who wants to kill him?
I don't exactly want to kill him,
Who doesn't want to kill him?
but it doesn't
Oh,
exactly
don't
deserve
wanna
to be
kill
running
him.
free.
I think
got
it'd
no
be funny,
answers.
but I just don't really want to. But I also don't really care. Like, I actually think it could be telling. We could get more information, part of another investigation.
Get
If we
our spies
give
inside everything.
him to the Lord and see how the Lord reacts.
Your interrogation,
Plus,
Mr.
he might give us some reward money for capturing this devil of an idiot.
Do we have irrefutable proof that this guy did it?
Is this guy?
This
He's running
yes,
like a doctor's
the
place.
diary.
That's
Like
the
this
prosecutor's
place.
problem.
But the diary
Okay.
didn't
Is
say
the diary?
anything.
Does it have like
Well, he
a register?
confessed.
Like, does
Yeah.
he take payment for
Yeah,
things?
no.
He definitely has a log.
It's like the guy I sacked
Recant
today.
his
Has a
confession.
what?
I
Like a
said,
log
said to this
book,
guy today.
No, but does he like
Did you
not a register like a
tell your
cash
boss
register?
There's
to
another
go
bunch of
up and
coins.
press my punch?
Well, we have
Could I
1, 2,
hunt
3,
for
4, 5, 6
So
eyewitnesses
there isn't a cash
seeing him
register.
transform
Or
into
like,
the
can I
creature.
see
Well,
if there's
there
like
would be
a coin pouch in his clothes or
Oh, yeah,
that's
have
it.
some
you know, like
coins.
something?
Yeah, for sure.
Can I?
What check is that? Is that?
I will
You can
convince
just
him to
ruffle through
confess to the Lord
You can just
in
ruffle through his
return for
pockets if
staying
you want.
alive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did he write anything in the diary?
Intimidated into doing that?
You see, he has 8 silver.
I will diplomacy. him
It
to
seems
the
like
Lord.
the journal
Thank
is
you
to
very
with the
much.
shards.
You take me for some kind of animal.
He
I am
makes a
half
few
dwarf,
comments
but
like,
that's fine.
I'll need to find answers myself, and that's it, but he doesn't actually write them off. I'm going to kill the witches, or I'm going to kill blah.
Oh, but I mean about any of the other murders. Like, is there anything in the diary that
It looks like he's smart.
incriminates him in
It looks like he'd be smart enough not to write, I'm going to go murder this person. There's references to, I'll need to take it into my own hands, and I will right this wrong, that sort of
We
thing.
did
but
find
nothing
the
specific.
salt in here that he'd
Yeah.
stolen from the shop. Though.
Yeah, for sure.
So I guess we'll gather that up as evidence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gather all the evidence that he stole from
And
the
I'll talk
shop.
to him and basically say that we want you to confess
Mhm.
to your crimes,
Mhm.
and in return we will not kill you.
Or we'll ensure your safety.
We don't have time for that.
You see, when you offer that, he says, I will be safe. Edmund will have mercy on you. I am his childhood friend. I will
knew it.
confess if you swear to me now to investigate the witches.
Deal.
You see, he says,
I'm always down for an investigation.
And you see, have you untied him?
Oh, yeah, I reeled my guts back
And
in.
you see, he says, would you take a truth potion to assure me?
What you mean? Take the potion that Helm's lost?
You see, he says the last
Alright.
time. You see, he slowly and very deliberately showing you what he's doing. Grabs.
Does anyone else know potions very well?
That'll be a crafting check.
Actually, I've got pretty good crafting. I'll just make a check myself. See if just to check that I think
You see,
he's
he
telling the
goes
truth
over
and
and
this
gets
isn't
some
going to poison me.
leafy green plants. He gets some
I'll
oil.
read.
13.
Gets what looks like it's the skin of an eel. 13.
I got a 21 crafting to assist.
Great, so that brings that up to a 14. 14 is level 0. This is a level 2 potion. It looks like it's meant to, so you don't identify it correctly.
Oh, well.
But more basically, the ingredients he's using look to be rosemary, vegetable oil, the skin of an eel, and just some crafting salts. All of these are harmless.
Yeah.
This will not cause you any damage.
Sweet.
You're not able to identify it exactly, but you're pretty confident.
Can I medicine check it?
You can medicine check it, yep, absolutely.
You have permission to knock me out if I start attacking any of you.
Oh, excellent. I
I'm
get
I'm
to
still
med.
outside, right? He,
You're
won't,
still
he doesn't want me around.
You're on timeout for baby.
14,
You're
26.
in a timeout
Yeah,
for being
that's-
who you are.
Not
How dare you be truthful about who you are?
Can I also
It's
look
not
for
harmful.
any of
It's
the
pretty
potions that
revolting.
transform?
It's not as good as
Yeah,
my
you
coffee,
find
but
it.
it's not harmful.
Although,
absolutely. You go through that. Give me a perception check so that you can find. You'll find the basics quickly. But,
Don't you take advantage of me having to tell the truth all the time.
12.
12. You find. Yep. You find some stuff. Give me a crafting check so you can understand these notes.
9.
9. Sibylla, do you have? Oh, you're not here.
no, can I just wreck on something potentially? If I'm not there, but can Sean be there?
Sean can absolutely.
Yeah,
and
nice.
Sean, in fact, is on the map.
Super
somewhere.
snicky.
Can I link? Can I listen to what Sean can hear or something?
You certainly can mind it with your eyes. So you are listening and watching through Sean's eyes and ears through this
That's
conversation.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
I realise
Mordred, you
why
find
can't
a
he
case
do
of
anything? Just
5
kick back
remaining
and-
potions.
Yeah.
Sean can do
6
everything.
that you grabbed 1 from. You find underneath them are a slew of notes. They are in Greek. 9. You cannot make
Can I smash the vials?
Give me a fortitude saving throw to do so.
Oh, no, not at my feet.
No. But where do you smash them?
Out the... No, because that might hurt someone. Is there a
I mean, you
drain
look
or
before you
something?
throw
There may be a drain here.
Like
This is
a
an alchemist's workshop.
Yeah, can I pull them down the drain?
You pour them down the drain?
Yeah.
Wonderful. As you unstopper it, you see there is vapors coming off it.
Oh god, can I put my... Ooh, can I put my face mask on, which gives me advantage against that?
Absolutely. Give us fortitude with advantage. These are very powerful, very dangerous potions. These are not.
Do we have to move away?
And only if you're within 10 feet. Okay.
22.
20 will do.
Yeah.
As you start doing that, you see Hilt in the middle of making this truth card potion for Rigby says, I need them. If you, and as you're kind of pointing out, if you get rid of all of them, you will damn me. I cannot survive for more than a day without inhaling the vapors. That's the price for the transformation.
But we know that if you take them, you will kill again.
I need but a little of them.
Can I do
Even,
an
like,
insight
one
check or
millimeter.
something?
You can do perception to see if they're lying. You can also do crafting or potion to see if this makes sense.
I'll take perception.
I'll
That'll
do
be a
crafting.
17.
24 for perception.
24 perception.
And I got 28 for crafting.
28 for crafting. 28 for crafting will do it. Let's see out of curiosity. They are a very good liar. Neither of you can tell from this, but your understanding of like mutagens and especially the incredibly violent transformation they had, that would make sense.
Yeah, okay.
That would be the sort of thing you might do for something like this extremely often, and especially if they're taking it daily.
Yeah.
They'll effectively have like withdrawals.
Yeah. No, this actually does make
Yeah.
sense. You'd probably have withdrawals and kill him within 48 hours.
Oh no. Punishment.
I'll
First
leave
action.
one.
We said we weren't
First action.
killing him. That'd be a more cruel way of dying than if we just chopped his head off.
I'll leave one, and
He knows.
I say you can weigh yourself off it, and I'll give the one.
Excellent. Everyone roll initiative. I'm kidding.
That would have been amazing if you were not kidding though.
Thank you.
You see, he grabs it and he nods and he puts it in his pouch.
That was funny, your face. You're really what?
The finishes up the truth-telling potion, gives it to you. You drink it.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Nostrovia.
Will save. You can choose to fail if you like.
I'll fail.
Wonderful. You feel a sensation. As you take this, you can't lie, and you'll be compelled for the next hour to keep anything you say true.
Yeah.
So if you say, for example, I'm going to pick up some rubbish next, you can't lie about that, and you're compelled to do it while this potion's in effect.
Okay.
This means us too. We can ask him anything we
Promise
want.
the thing of...
Yeah, I'm going to investigate the witches. And
That is
Let's find out
tempting.
all of it.
He
Well,
knows
I
this
mean,
is
he
very
can
bad.
choose not to.
Shake his hand.
That's true.
You shake his head. The bones in his head have got slit right.
Oh, gross.
And so he says, very well, alright, take me to Edmund. I will explain what to do.
Let's go to Edmund.
Wonderful. You head off. You head across to the Lord's office.
Is he also drinking the truth?
And we've got the salt vials
just you?
and the journal and any other.
Yeah, you gather up the evidence you need.
Oh, because it was part of the deal. Like, basically, I have to tell the truth that I'm going to investigate this thing. And just exchange it. But yeah, he probably should have taken one side.
Missed opportunity.
Does anyone want
Hindsight.
No, hurt up.
Oh, yes.
anyone want water or not?
Yeah,
I'm good, thanks. So I'll ask the character as we're walking along. So how did you find this merry crew?
What?
This merry crew.
Mary crew.
Yeah. So,
We didn't know we were going after Mary until just recently.
That was a good one.
Is it my accent? You
Yeah,
should
of
stop
course.
being so racist.
You have to be honest.
I just don't like people.
You're not compelled to answer. But you're not willingly answer.
My name is Bora. I come from Kazakhstan.
Pretty much.
As you go out, Sibylla, you meet with the rest of the crew.
I just don't
Do
like rich
you
looking
give them
people.
the information you know while
I
they're
agree.
carrying Dr.
I
Jacob?
don't like
or
to
do you
meet
wait
it.
for-
Wait,
No,
hold
right.
that for literally 2 seconds if we're revealing law.
We're not revealing law, it's okay.
I think people are just taking advantage of the fact that I can't tell the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just taking advantage of the truth person.
You head over to Dr. Edmund. What do? He's in kind of the main hall. He's sitting at a table. There's several other, nobles around. There's doing some sort of paperwork. You open the doors up. Dr. Jekyll is in someone's hands, I assume.
Lord Edmund, we solved the mystery. He's the guy. He's the guy right here.
So he stands up and he says, Jacob, what do you mean?
He takes his potion, turns into a creature, and kills everyone.
It's not an accident. He had very good intentions. I understand how that can.
And you see,
I think she's being sarcastic.
and you see, true to his word,
Is she, or is she being sincere?
Jacob confesses. You see, he says, I'm sorry, it was me.
Valid.
I found out that the witches of this glade were up to something. We need to investigate. It's of the utmost urgency. We need to look into what they're doing.
I'm gonna do it, don't worry.
Terrible ramifications.
I'm all over it.
You see, he says, if you would just storm the Chantry, we would have a chance of finding out there.
What's the chantry?
Chantry is the witches' stronghold.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Um,
I don't want to storm that place.
I will inform them that they have gone into.
They made the
lockdown.
door disappear.
Yeah, so they have gone into.
Although I didn't see that, but you guys probably
We
did.
won't tell them why, but we'll say we.
I was busy trying
We
to
were
infiltrate a
walking
secret society.
You see, he puts
You're
a
not
pin in that
wrong.
in a moment, and you see he then says to whoever talks about the seclusions, he says, "We have bypasses contained as well as they would like to."
Do you have magic keys?
Whew! You see, he containing his composure, unlike me. 11. 16.
This truth ceremony is going to be a fun weekend.
You see Lord Edmund kind of, pulls himself together and says, Jacob, we've known each other for many years, but I cannot overlook something as weird as this. And guards take him to a cell until I know what to do. The guards come over, grab him.
Hey, they didn't kill him.
He continues to say, the witches, someone must look into the witches, it's a matter of grave urgency.
Yeah, we must do it. I'm
Before
on
you
the
say
case.
anything, before you say you're on the case, I think we need We need
I already sent them on the text.
we need like you to do something for us for looking into them. And I think what you should
Yeah,
do.
you owe us money. You sold your case.
No. See, we need to look after the people of this
Standing
town.
there, just kind of laughing,
We-
shaking our head at these two.
Will you hire one more groundskeeper if we do this for you?
What?
Yes.
The poor must be helped.
Jobs.
Exactly.
You're just trying to get like
roll a
one.
neoliberalism check for me real quick.
Sorry, what?
You're all good.
Diplomacy?
Diplomacy.
Because you are
What-
trying to get
And you got to pay him a decent wage.
Oh,
Exactly.
What laws did you take?
Of course,
You're
academia.
the union
Academic
guy
and-
here.
He's
Should I
for the
hit a
poor.
second
I'm like, but
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
so
yeah,
you
but
get
if
a
you're
free-
working,
you get
you
two
gotta
free
get paid.
laws.
See.
Oh,
So if you
Pay
go,
your membership.
go down to the bottom of your skills real quick. No, how about custom law? I forget. Anyway. Pick 2 topics you're an expert.
one of them would be related to.
Socioeconomics.
I had Courtly Grace, so
Courtly Grace.
which and things like that, like they smart.
Yeah, I've got Courtly Grace.
I want something that would
Give
be
us a
useful in this
diplomacy check.
particular
Because
scenario.
he's trying to secure jobs for the poor, that would be something narrative would be so
He's got
poor,
architecture.
so she
Cool,
would
you can
help
help.
that.
Maybe the poor should just get economic support instead of having to work for it.
Lord,
I
takes some
agree.
unhelpful-
I mean, we agree, but like,
As long as there's good architecture.
What on earth?
We're
what
debating
was
the
that
ethics.
check was?
Geopolitical discussions here.
Diplomacy.
Let's stop talking about geopolitics and let's
11.
about
Wonderful.
witches.
With a diplomacy check of an 11, he goes, sure thing.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll do it.
More importantly, you've done me a great service so far, though I'd ask you to do me one more. If Jacob is of any kind of sound mind still, though his actions would speak to the lack of it, I would want to investigate this. You have proven skilled investigators in your own right, and if you were willing, I would like to hire you properly to investigate these claims of conspiracy by the witches in this city.
If it will stop further
Sounds
harm
good.
between the people.
If needed,
Gotta pay for the
protect the
first
city,
job
I
first.
would seize the chantry from the witches and tear everyone apart to find ways. I trust my friend still, but if he's involved in what you say he is, then clearly I do not know his stories.
Oh, he needs to wean off his potion too. He's got someone. Otherwise he'll just die.
I'll tell the guards.
The withdrawals will be nasty.
You see, he says yes. I would pay you for this. You have found the murderer, and I would pay you for that now.
we also found the thief
The thief?
from the shop.
What do you mean, sorry, Rose?
That was all the same mystery.
Well, it was all the same.
Yeah.
That's the same.
I just didn't think we told him that
Yeah.
he was the guy
Stolen
that stole
table
all.
salt is not as much of an issue.
I
Yeah,
assume
I know.
you explain how you found him and all the
Yeah.
details, lovely. You see, he says very well. You see, he waves off a clerk who comes back with 50 silver each for you.
Yes.
As payment for first, and you see, he says, I would. That was. I've hired you to, and
No.
I've paid you thusly.
The player in me feels like you're bailing that you shouldn't get as much, but the communist in me says you should get equal.
If you take this next job, I will reward you from my personal treasure.
Ooh.
And I'll tell you from behind the screen, magic items. That's what you get if you do this
Nice.
next one instead of just.
Let's do it.
So he says, follow these clues, find out what these witches are up to. With all respect, of course.
Can
I'm
I?
just like gonna look side-eyed and
He says, I know you're not one of the witches of Lioran's city. Can I trust you to be objective on this?
I just like pretend not to hear and have to catch.
You see, he stands in kind of tense silence, kind of doing the thing of like not wanting to cede the silence to anyone. Waiting for the answer.
Mordred will break the awkward silence.
What is
Mordred will say, we'll all try our best. All of us.
very good. I shall
Giving
hold you
a
all
death
to each other's
stare at Sibylla. All of us.
Will you wait on assaulting the chantry until we've finished our investigations?
I would rather not do that. I will do that if necessary. So yes.
Do you know what the witches might be after? Any kind of things that they are going for at the moment?
I mean, we
You
know
see,
what the
you see he shakes his head. So, it is entirely news to me that they would even be unhappy.
Do you know what?
They're looking for the eye of.
Oh, it's one of those
Ogma.
3 things, is it?
That's what they've got, isn't it?
Well, they have the eye of.
But what I'm trying to figure
Trying
out.
to
They're trying to
smuggle it
smuggle
out is what they said.
They're trying to what?
Smuggle it out of the city.
Oh, yeah.
And why does the city not want to lose it?
Oh, it's not so much that. I think it's like the witches getting.
Yeah, whatever it is powerful and could probably cause harm.
They're probably connecting pieces together, like we're connecting the mirror. So like eye's going to make something with something else. That's gonna help
Real quick, the
noise.
Lord
Order
says.
of the 11th eye.
Real quick, the Lord says
Oh,
if you
yeah,
need
so
any
yeah,
other
yeah,
assistance, he's happy to help you.
Yeah.
And it's your legit. So, a couple of things you can follow up on here. And if anyone has anything else, Sibyl, I'm going to assume you give them the information you got from that successful roll on the eye of
Yes.
you guys find a quiet space. The Eye of Ogre, an artifact of great renown and fame amongst the covens of the witches community. It is the eye of one of the old too often of the old godlike beings. Supposedly, Ogre was tricked by the Magus in a battle of Magus. The two were inventing new things one by one back in the world was young. Ogre invented writing, so the Magus invented magic. Ogre invented the needle and thread, and Magus should be able to stop it. Ogre invented the bow and arrow, and the Magus invented fire. Finally, as they were unable to declare a winner, the Magus asked Ogre to invent something that could harm even one of their own kind, for nothing yet existed like that. Ogre invented a great and powerful sword, and the Magus, on the chance of examining it, used it and cut both Ogre's arms.
There's a list
For
of
one,
rules.
he
You
can
can just
set,
add another
planted in the
brick.
back of his
I
head
think we have
so no one
3.
would ever see it.
So I've got
The other came
I've
to
got
earth.
Fey law, herbalism law, ooze law,
Eventually,
regional law, and
Eye
the
of
faceless soldier.
artifact of
You can
great
make them
power
up.
came to be held by the
But those are the
prefix
specific.
covenants, regional law.
I
And it
think
has
2
been for
bones.
many passed passed to the current
bones,
order,
I
the head of the order,
Yeah.
who wear it as a
2
sign.
bones.
So just add 2.
It
Oh,
was
so it's
thought
not 3, it's 2.
destroyed about 50 years ago in the
Doesn't matter.
Almighty Secession following the death of Dane
And
Goff.
so one is on you.
And
Yeah.
then Nimue.
That was much later.
Oh,
So
that's
Nimue
pretty-
was about 15, 20 years ago. Succession Crisis was 50 years ago.
Given my age and stuff, would I have
You would have lived through Succession
would
Crisis.
I have seen the Eye of Ogma?
Give me a luck roll. Real quick.
Luck roll.
That's just a straight roll.
A straight hit, I'm sorry.
No, that's
Law.
8.
8.
Or
You
will
did
it
not,
become
you're actually an 8's high enough. You're alive at the time, you were a witch. You would have seen Dame Gothel back when she was still the All Mother, back before the Succession Crisis. She died quite suddenly.
I don't know.
unexpectedly.
What would they be called?
And there was no
Call it,
clear successor.
law
And so this
on
whole
the-
Succession Crisis for
law
10 or
on
11
like
years.
the lower class.
And the eye was thought destroyed because of that.
Isn't
You
that
remember,
a kind of
when the Hags had it was literally an
skill
eye,
checklist?
fleshy eye, skin around it, worn from a pendant.
It's like kind of
Looked about
labor law, but
had powerful magical sensibilities.
So it's something I've seen.
Did witches
Something
use
for-
the power from it to channel
Society
magic?
war?
Absolutely.
yeah.
With that check, you would know
About
it lets you see,
society.
see
Yeah,
through
yeah,
illusions, the truth,
about like classes,
spot
like class
secrets,
hierarchies and things.
see magical auras and a number of other things. It's quite powerful.
Society, because society covers all.
Okay.
So you get that,
Classes
but you also get that as
So I patch up my wounds.
Yeah, we're looking at law.
Oh, cool.
I'm just trying to think like
We
law-wise,
we found
like
how
the
to
lower class, how societies work, like how homelessness comes about and how
So would that be like a
Government.
society war?
I'm
I'm happy for you to take
or like an underworld.
like class hierarchies or
class,
something.
yeah. You just call it class.
That's
Class
what I
hierarchy.
was thinking.
Political
Society
class, yeah.
kind of gives
I
you
love
all
it.
this society.
Yeah, political class.
Did you fail an alien check?
You bet you did.
Oh, wonderful. So how much damage is that?
Damage.
Yeah, if you fail
Oh
on
no,
a
it's only critical failure that you fail, which I didn't get. So it just did nothing. Sorry.
You can try again, just don't quit failing.
It'll be an hour.
Have a look at the list. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so
Now
you
you,
can't
now
I was
you need
thinking like
something
the
that's now you need something that does is
we go to
I could do like
Yeah.
Jenny
Giselle,
Law.
can you heal me? Because
Yeah,
she's shit.
so
I mean, he's
It's, at
shit.
this point, it's quite late. It's like 7, 8 o'clock at night. I'm assuming you go to the inn. You guys can take a rest. So mechanically, you'll want to do that because it will affect your hit points, abilities, and stuff.
and I'll try and heal you again.
Well, not in the true serum.
That
Is there a
does
thing,
work.
thing as
Yeah,
short
I thought
rest
there was
and
gonna be
long
more
rest?
combat.
Just rest.
And
What's
you just keep all the things to
6 hit points.
Does the temp HP go?
regain hit points, release fatigue.
Yeah.
Constitution modifier.
Does
yeah,
the
yeah.
temp HP go?
Yeah, that would be gone. I'll also cast a heal spell because we get our spells back in the morning.
Yep, you'll get your spells back after.
I'll blow my heal spells. Who's lost hit points?
Oh, I'm down by. No, I'm good, I think.
Alright.
And yeah, I'll remind you, heals in Pathfinder don't heal all your hit points. So you'll want to do healing.
22 damage. 22 hit points for you.
Oh, okay. Brilliant.
And for you, another 12.
Yeah, dead.
With academia law, which I get from my class, is that just like general academia, or is it more like a specific topic in academia?
No, so that's probably more about like
Can you heal
academics in general, the history.
I'm
of
only down by
science,
3.
That sort of thing.
Okay. Can I also take like a custom law
Because I've got
into
plus it.
containment vessels and like
Yeah, absolutely. You can take
Holding
you can
creatures.
take genie.
like a genie law, or like just like how creatures are kept inside containment.
So I'll let you take either genie law or you can take transmutation, which would be those sorts of spells.
Okay, I'll go genie. Transmutation. Transmutation. I'll do transmutation.
No.
No.
Sorry, no, they'd be called a Fey in this one. They don't have the Fey creature type. So Fey law.
Okay, we're all healed up. Does anyone want to do anything?
Anyone doing
Right, so how are we
anything in their downtime?
How are we going to investigate these witches?
So let me give you a couple of options you've got from something that you can tell me if you want to do anything different as well. You have got the mirror, and you know how to talk to the other. That could be a lead, but you don't trust it. You've got an inn, so the chantry's in seclusion, but you've got a witch. You can get into the chantry and talk to people there. You would know just from being a witch. If you ask, you can invite other people into the seclusion. So potentially you can all get into the chantry and talk to people there. Yep, but if you get permission, you could.
You might be allowed in, but would they answer questions?
Yeah.
That's two very different things.
I don't think we should, because even me as an initiate got kicked out, so...
The other thing you know you can follow up on is this Order Arcanian Altruism. Bigby, obviously, you have in there, you are hiding as one of their own. You could definitely go back and talk to them some more. I think that's probably the biggest things you have clue-wise. If anyone wants to do anything else, let me know, of course.
On the way out of this manor,
Yeah, you head on the you see the city of Orania, these big, like white stone buildings. This is a sea-swept town, kind of Greek almost in vibe. These, large archways and worn down brick.
how many people under the employ of this person did I find on my way out of here?
Of which person?
Of the Lord.
It's hard to say. They're nobility. So directly, a couple. Indirectly, lots.
Okay, as soon as I see someone who looks like a servant,
Yeah, for sure.
I will just pass them a silver and be like, "You deserve more."
Alright.
So I don't know how many people I passed, but
Knock 5 silver.
I would do that.
Wonderful. What are people thinking?
I think we should.
Can I have a suggestion? A multi-pronged approach.
As in, you go to the
I'll
chant.
talk to the witches, but you guys talk in the mirror.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
could see. And was there other options as well?
There's that secret society.
Society that
Last time someone talked to the mirror, they turn themselves into Mr. Hyde. And every time I've looked at the mirror, it's been less than pleasant.
Someone else talked to the secret society. Let's just try to cover all bases.
That's a pretty decent approach, yeah. If you just want to divide and conquer. There's 6 of you and 3 options, so you could pair off.
Yeah.
Well, would the secret
Cool.
society let you in with anyone else?
I'll be honest with them this time. I'm just going to go
Maybe
straight up to them and be
one
like, hey, I solved who was killing all you guys off.
And
Apologies for the lies,
Alright,
but I was
so
trying
you
to get
secret
information.
society, you the witches. Do we
Do
want to
Bloody
split up
Mary.
into twos?
You want to talk to the mirror?
Yeah.
Do you want
How
to talk
about-
to the
I don't
mirror?
know if I can go into two.
Do you
I'm pretty
give-
sure I have to be on my own.
You could probably.
They
So
might
if you,
let me in.
so if you
Yeah.
go there, you could go in and then ask, "Hey, can my friend come in?"
I'll probably take you
Yeah,
because you're
because
the
I'm the initiate, so it would be less suspicious.
So we're splitting the party.
Because we were wanting to help the
Yeah,
witches
yeah,
in
yeah.
the beginning. We told them that they were being, so we can kind
Oh,
of
no, no, no.
guide them in a way together.
You can be my
You
Padawan.
And let's say what maybe
So who's going?
Dylan, how long do you reckon we have before your phone?
About a little less than an hour. We finished by 10:30.
Oh, you're okay. Can you put me up in like an hour? By chance? Yeah. Okay.
So Sibylla and Noah are going.
Hey, Drusilla. Do you want to talk to Mary?
do you want to do the Barry or the Secret Society?
I'll talk to Mary.
Alright,
Wonderful.
so you're off with the Secret Society.
Mildred and Zelda. And Darren, are you happy to go to society? That would
I
probably
will
be
go
good having
whenever.
a spell cast and someone training an arcana. If it's a
Yeah.
society.
I will absolutely go anywhere.
Don't get sucked
Oh,
in.
now you're talking South African. This is fantastic.
Alright.
I was going to say he's well travelled.
Well,
No.
Can
I do have social camouflage,
From
so I can
Arabia
talk
to
like
Russia
anyone.
to
Whereas
India
after a
to
few
South
days,
Africa.
I just sound like the locals, and just a
Alright.
little bit of South African on the side.
Who would like to go first? Do you want to do Mary, the Chantry, or use the Secret Society?
I won't mind really keen to see
Do
what
Mary.
happens
I
with
want to
Mary.
see
Alright,
Mary.
Mary first.
Mary's the
Mary.
new option, so
Alright.
let's do Mary first.
Mordred and Drizella, where are you doing this physical? You know you need a dark room?
Can we do it in an inn, maybe? In what is all the
Yeah, you can do it in
In
here.
your bedroom.
yeah, in like our rented room.
I was gonna say in the middle of the
I'll
wall.
I'll put the
No, we're gonna do it in the forest.
Is there like there'd be a table of some kind? I imagine I can prop
Yeah.
the mirror up against the wall of the table. And then
Do you leave the 2 pieces or the 3 pieces?
the 2-piece.
So you have a piece of the mirror.
I saw the piece on me in the backpack. Yeah, but yeah,
For
but the 2-piece that covered.
apparent later, it's important to track who's carrying.
Cool. Yeah, so I'll leave it with the cover on,
Yep.
So you
with
have
the
3 pieces
the
of
piece of cloth on, and I'll say like if anything gets too much for you, put the cloth back on. I'll be back to fetch this later.
So you have a look
Please
over the
don't smash it. Please
instructions.
don't ruin it.
Again,
Please don't give it to someone else.
you have a look over the instructions that Jekyll gave you, which states that you need to block out all light the candle. When asked whom you want to speak to, state their name 3 times. So you draw the curtains closed, do that sort of thing. Can we have some spooky music?
Yes.
So you have 3 pieces of the mirror, Jesse, is that right?
Hmm?
You have 3 pieces of the mirror?
Well, now
I
you've
have
got 2,
one.
because 2 of them joined.
And these 2 have 2 now.
Okay.
Well,
I've
one,
written,
they're
I've
joined.
written it.
As you look at this larger piece, it doesn't look like it comes apart. It looks like a solid piece.
Okay, cool. So 2
I'm so scared for you.
Wonderful. You block out the
Me as a
light.
player would never allow this, but he like
Which of the
Sabella
2 of
gave
you
very
likes
little
the candle?
information on it, so as far as I'm concerned, this could be a good thing.
Giselle and Mordred, which of the 2 of you likes them?
Oh, well,
Paper rocket.
I like the candle.
Dude, the candle's the easy part. It's the same Bloody Mary 3 times.
You light the candle, and you hear just a soft voice in your head. Whom do you wish to speak to?
So we're speaking to Mary.
Bloody Mary.
Can I hold your hand as we're doing this?
Drizella's like, Bloody Mary,
As you say it
Bloody
the
Mary.
first time, can I get a will save?
Yes, you can. This could go badly.
From both of
Oh, from both of us.
No, this could go very badly.
you. As you see the light peeking out from the corners of the curtain seems to dull away into darkness.
18.
24.
Both critical failures.
Shit.
So that's -4 to just about every check.
Okay.
Can I get, as you said the second time, can I get another will save?
Just let
With the
my
minus
phone go
4?
on
-4 is on
Yeah.
Oh.
Check
Oh.
the flight condition, but I'm pretty
So
sure.
you're going to critical fail all 3 of these checks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So 11.
Fail and
7.
Wonderful. Another 2 critical fails. All your checks.
Then you get frightened to death.
No.
Okay.
It's just going to be massive.
You just have a heart
So,
there.
that's 2 more crit fails. Your frightened level increases to 8.
Frightened 8.
Frightened.
You guys are literally
As you
pissing
see, as you
yourself.
say it the second time, you see complete
Nice.
blackness all around, except for the candle.
You are
As the single
horrified.
light wavers, as you feel the attention of something pulling towards this mirror.
This is going to give me some
As you say it the third time, can I get one more?
That's minus 8 on it.
It's minus 8.
You're not too scared to say
Oh
the first
no,
one.
that's a negative. Negative
No,
2.
No, you're still adding more.
No, so that's 14 minus 8.
Oh.
6.
Let me just get my
6,
frightened level to the
critical
right level. Sorry. Let me just get my frightened level to the right
Critical fail
level.
on 24, so I don't think it's getting any better.
Frightened 8.
Oh, yeah.
Critical fail on 24.
Okay, that
Before
takes
I
me
was
from
in-
a plus 11 to a plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! 20.
20 is only a fail. So,
Oh,
Drizella,
okay, so
you are on frightened 11.
Okay.
Drizella, you are on frightened 12 and doomed 1.
Oh my god, I'm doomed.
What does
Doomed
doomed
can
mean?
kill you.
I know that.
So, doomed, it basically makes it harder to pass your destiny.
Your soul is being
Oh,
rescued by a powerful force that pulls you
Sabella,
closer to
why didn't
death.
you give us
If you
more
ever
information
become
on this thing?
doomed 4, you die. So, saying the name 3 times, all that's happened, and you see, as you say it the 3rd time, the candle in front of the mirror snuffs out. And you hear the sound of cracking glass, like a great weight being placed upon. So,
Mordred is hyperventilating.
yeah. This is definitely probably the most scary you would have been, if not ever, in a great long time.
Minus
Mordred is
10.
gripping your hand really hard.
Minus 10 to diplomacy.
Minus 10.
Seems appropriate.
That's nasty.
I've still got plus for medicine, so I'm like still better than that bloody doctor.
That does a lot of damage to your skills.
Mm.
Darn envy you at all.
What I
My
was
AC
tempted
is
to do
nine.
is
Neg
turn all the
12
lights off
to
while we do
society.
this, but that's probably too much. But you
Are
see
you
it
neg
goes
12 to
pitch
self?
black.
You just
The only sound, the thumping of your hearts, as you hear a very
Where's the
small,
last one?
polite voice saying, saying to the both of you, "You are not dead. Why?"
I cast guidance on Mordred.
That's gonna do much.
No.
I won't answer with
It
my-
basically moves your 12 to 11, I think.
Yeah.
On one
So,
skill. On
your
one
frightened
occasion.
condition decreases once each round. The way this will work is you get one question or one exchange, and then your frightened condition drops by 1.
Okay.
I won't give my name, but I'll say people who are trying to find out about the witches plot in the city.
There's a moment of silence, and they say, "What happened to Jake?"
He is otherwise occupied right now.
Why do you want to stop the witches?
We've met one. They're clearly all bad.
They actually shot. A horrible sound like breaking glass.
You sound a little like my mother.
And mine.
Oh gosh.
You see,
What twist?
they say, "I have never met the Lady True."
This is just a mum's group.
Yeah. This is the mom spirit.
Wait, they said they never
Yeah.
They
The
say,
Lady
"I've never
Tremaine."
met the Lady Tremaine. And though you cannot see anything, it is pitch black in this room, there is no light, you do feel eyes settle on you for a second. It's the second half of that sentence is not said.
Oh!
It's the second half of the sentence.
They met my mother.
Oh. Okay.
What do you need to know?
Oh. Forgive me.
So,
You
your
are.
frightened
You
condition
were.
dropped 3 at this point.
Forgive us, you are rather unsettling and take a little getting used to. Okay. So I'm down to -2 some things now. That's an improvement, isn't it? What do we want to know, Mordred?
How to stop
The witches?
yeah, how to stop
And why should I tell you?
He referred to you as a genius. If such a bright and intelligent alchemist, poor doctor, but decent alchemist, could calls you genius.
His greatest feat of mental acumen is his identification of himself.
I would agree. He's not very good at recognising wounds or identifying that.
I gave him a petty trick to try to help him in his cause. For the right reason, I would help you. But why should I? Your frightened condition drops another, so you have 2.
So I was on 8
So
now.
8, 0, 7, 6.
Right.
Sorry, what they
Sorry.
say.
They say, they basically said, I'm willing to help, but why should I?
It's a question I ask myself on a daily basis.
Ooh, no. We did find out just above the table that she was the one that had the thing embedded in heart and eyes that was shown with us.
You suspect.
I'll say then, you know that something happened to you long ago that left you unable to feel or see goodness.
Feel the floor and walls of the building start to shake. They always say
What, from both of us?
from both.
Oh, for goodness sake, Mordred.
Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, wait, I forgot my set. 20 dirty.
20 is only a fail, so you increase your fear by 4. Sorry, 2 on a fail. So you'll go up to 9.
19.
19 on a fail is a crit fail, so you're back up 4 points of fear.
Back to 10.
And can I finish the sentence?
Yeah.
Mordred,
I mean, if you'd like to.
kind of petering off, says, I thought maybe we could help bring some goodness to you.
You give it back. That is the If you want to stop the witches, I would be happy to help. They are hiding their trinket that they think is powerful on a ship in the docks.
Which ship?
Unfortunately, the item is older than I am, and I do not know which. I could give you the means to find it. If you like.
What? What means?
All you would need to do is break off a small piece of this mirror and eat it.
Oh, is that all?
And you would be able to find things of magic.
But never kill Joy again.
Yeah, I did tell you the stories.
I feel little joy at the best of times. I'm unclear it would be a great detriment to my overall personality.
I'll turn to Drizella and I'll say, joy is important.
It is to you, Mordred. It is to you. I would suggest you don't eat the mirror then. That's narrowed it down to 1 of 2 in the mirror eating state.
I'll grab your other I'll grab your other hand and I'll say,
Oh, President Snow's dead.
Drizella, you don't feel like you can grab your hand.
That was last week.
Yeah, that's all. I'll just
and I'll say, I know you think you're a monster on the outside, but you're not on the inside.
Oh.
You're not so
Use the
Character
insights to tie some
development.
options for it.
Thanks. Okay, so I go. Any chunk of the mirror? Is there a specific one that you would?
You hear the sound of breaking glass and something clinking to the floor.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
It breaks it for you.
And you see
That's
the
handy.
voice says,
that's very clever.
should you need me again, you know how to find me. And you see at that point the light from the outside of the curtain starts to fade in, and you're left looking at a blank mirror with a small chunk from the edge sitting on the desk.
Well, I'm sure it's smaller than that, right?
Oh no, it's about big. About the size of a postage stamp. It would
Oh,
hurt to eat.
Jesus.
Ah,
That'd be very painful. Really good
Mechanically,
way to
what this will do, eating this will drop your total hit points permanently by 2d6,
Holy shit. It's gonna get-
but you will be able to cast.
you watch a roll of 12 as well.
Where is the
Yeah,
tray?
it could be
Where-
2, it could be 12.
I believe.
It'll
Let me
be
check
12.
real quick.
Detect magic.
It's not detect magic. It's much better.
That's just like,
Takes magic. Heightened.
Yeah.
Like,
You'll be
Lots
able
of
to cast the locate spell 5 times a day. Locate is a
Whoa.
3rd level spell.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Locate within a range of 500 feet. You learn the direction of a target. You can specify something specific, such as the Eye of Ugma, or you can specify a type of object, such as a torch.
Oh, I could specify a type of object like
a glass
Coffee.
slipper.
the shoe
You
of
could absolutely-
Cinderella.
Oh, no.
I eat the mirror.
You eat the mirror.
Oh my god. Mordred, how do you react to eating the mirror?
As you do, this is not a magical.
Mordred.
This is not a magical ritual.
I don't. I eat the mirror.
Do you
With-
try and stuff her?
I uncork my red eye. I carry a lot of coffee.
Mm.
I uncork my red eye coffee to wash it down with. But yes, I eat the mirror.
This is not some magical ritual.
Mm.
You pick up a piece of glass and you start.
Can I
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Can I do it?
You can try.
oh, you gotta chew it.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I try and like pull the thing away from it?
You absolutely can. Give me an athletics check.
How much fear am I trying?
You're currently, so there was one more round that dropped there, so one less than whatever you had marked. So I think 11. You're at feared 11.
No,
before
I'm
you,
feared 7 now.
you feared 7. Before you roll this, if you fail, she'll be able to eat the mirror. If you critically fail, you'll slip and cut yourself. And what that does,
You get-
I look at Mordred. I know that Mordred
I
is
left
going
the mirror
to
with you
get
for 5 minutes.
really quite twitched about the whole mirror eating malarkey.
Really?
And I've also given Mordred guidance, and therefore there's a marginal chance that Mordred would beat me in the skill of athletics. Because it's certainly not on my skill sheet. I'm like,
it'll be the DC will be 10 plus your full save. So
yeah. That's
pretty
cool.
low at the moment.
Yeah, it's pretty low. Mordred. What harm
From swallowing a piece of glass.
could possibly come from being able to find the things that we seek? Is there nothing you seek?
She becomes
But-
like Jack Sparrow's compass.
But you could lose the ability to see beauty and joy in the world.
I already lost that next.
I've seen so much horror and so
I take
much
off my
hurt.
mask.
Ooh, do you take down your hood?
yeah. I take off my mask, and take down my hood, and sort of go. I do believe that the last person who looked in this mirror has just been tied up using my intestines as a restraint. My ability to feel joy is
Questionable.
patchy at best. The ability to find shoes. Now that is something that is worth paying a price for.
Shoes be damned. I wanted a friend.
Shoes be damned.
I wanted a friend.
As you're holding
There
this
is nothing to say that I wouldn't still be your friend.
you feel the magic waning.
Mm-hmm.
It will now only let you cast the spell 3 times.
I'm eating the mirror.
You eat the mirror.
I'm eating the mirror.
That's for you. And that's for you. Amazing work. Emma, I need you to roll 2d6.
You want to roll 2 6s.
Emma,
Right. Yeah.
Oh.
This is, for all intents and purposes, a 10th level spell.
I'll let her do it. Since
So you
she's
can
had choice.
counteract it, but it will take a 10th level spell. Which is
Oh
6
my
and
god.
3.
6 and
Okay.
3.
Oh. At least it
Uh,
wasn't double
your hit point
sixes.
maximum drops by 9.
Mm-hmm. On it.
So, quick thing with Pathfinder, just about every spell effect is reversible. The deals with Mary will count as a 10th level spell effect. So a 10th level remove curse can work. So a DC, I think 10th is 52.
Wow.
Oh.
Is the DC. In fact, I can tell you. The DC
Not the kind
for
of
that
spell I'd prepare.
is 40, sorry.
Wow.
So you need a 40 level counteract check to get it.
I go, it is not the most tasty of small items. Locate 3.
Gisela, your hit points go down from 37
From 40 to 31.
34. Very nice.
You've got less health hit points than me. Only by 1.
Unfortunately,
Mm-hmm.
there is nothing. You use one of the casts? Sorry, that was a question. Do you use one of the casts?
Right now,
Mhm.
do we want to do that right now, or do we want to find the others first?
We should probably.
Find the others first.
Yeah.
What do you do with this mirror?
I'll take it
As you go to pick
if
it
that's
up,
okay. Can I wrap it before I touch it?
and you don't touch it, but as you see your reflection, you see in your reflection your eyes are bright pink, like your mother.
She has big eyes.
But you
Pink
wrap it up.
And he kind of jerks back a little bit and then quickly wraps it up.
Wonderful. Let's go to, since Rose is away, we'll go to the Order Arcanum Altarism next.
Are we back to like pull the frightened's worn off?
Frightened wears off over the next minute or so. So yeah, as you're heading out of it. Over on the other side of town, near the secret order, Big B, I'm going to assume you fill in.
I'm going with this guy.
You're going.
Of course
with,
you're going with this guy.
But God, find some secret people.
do you fill him in on the order?
Oh, yeah.
You know this is a secret order
did you
of
think you were
wizards
taking?
and
Okay.
spellcasters, arcane spellcasters. So that's
Who did you think you were
Wolverine.
taking?
Okay.
We don't know what they do yet. Their symbol is an owl looking over its shoulder.
Oh,
atop
not
sun.
the new guy.
They
It's already
don't
gonna
seem
be,
to
like,
like
dangerous
words. They
as-
seem to speak in some sort of code.
There's already also, if things get wiry, just feel free to run away. 'Cause these guys are a bit twitchy, a bit sick.
Okay.
And last time I was here, I kind of impersonated being part of the group, but I'm not.
And we kind of almost flew his cover.
Yeah. They bought it, don't worry. I'm going to come clean to you. So that could be dicey.
Well, if you give me like a day here, then I can like impersonate them even more. Or you think that's a bad idea?
No more impersonating. We're going to come clean.
Okay.
I did what... I was just trying to get information on the case, which we just...
Okay.
Case is now solved. Now I want their help for something else.
As you walk up, you see Norman disguised. You know he is in fact a very young member, disguised kind of as middle-aged farmer, big flat cap, kind of big bushy eyebrows. As you see, he says, "Oh, good. We were hoping you'd come along. Come on down quickly."
Thank you.
So he takes off the disguise, closes, locks the door, and he says,
I'll introduce this guy.
"You see," he says, "You are."
I'm Darian.
Norman.
Is this the order? And then you hear the what was his name, Nightshade go, the secret order.
You see, he nods and he says, "Yes. Are you from the same chapter?"
No, that's actually what I was going to tell you about.
All in good time. We really do get to go. He heads down. You head into the bar, and you see circles of glowing runes on the ground, and you see everyone standing around casting spells. They're in the middle of it.
Can I?
Okay.
You
Can I
see.
run an Arcana check at
Yeah,
all?
absolutely, do some Arcana check. DC is a certain thing.
I can use these 3 rolls.
Yeah, you can use that to reroll.
I will attempt to reroll it.
I'm actually going to say, sorry, this is going to be a secret check, actually. So what do you add to Arcana?
I add 11.
11. Make that check.
So we don't get to know if what is.
Keep this one in. Thank you very much. And I'll take the highest, so you get some hero points. Wonderful. You look over, you believe this to be a teleportation ritual. They are teleporting something in. Something is coming.
Have you been told about secret rolls?
And you see Norman, as you come down, immediately says, we need all the help we can get. Can you two jump in?
I don't know how to
So
I'll be like, absolutely.
Wonderful. Give us an Arcana check. The DC for this is 32.
Oh my god.
This is a 7th level ritual.
I'm gonna use the
Hold-
other one.
Hold on. Absolutely you can. But before you roll, if you roll a critical fail here, you will disrupt the ritual site, and this will go badly for a while. If you roll
Can you
a
help?
regular failure, you'll blend in nothing. Do you have training in Arcana?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Wonderful.
22.
22, that is just a fail. So you don't help, but you don't screw up badly enough that it all goes to shit.
You got here.
And I think I'm the
Yeah.
hot shit on top.
So have you been
You
told
start casting plucking magic from the air, adding to it, passing on to the next person. Rituals take 10 minutes, they require a lot of checks. Bigby, you say, I can't do that.
So what he told you could be true.
You
What he
think
told
Norman
you could be
says,
wrong.
it's all right, you know. We all have our strengths and weaknesses. I'm sure you'll be fine.
It's a
Yes,
wandering lane.
No, absolutely not. I'm not going to.
You see, we need to help every wizard we can get. I'm slowly in training. We need
I'm not actually a wizard.
you see at that, you see he says, what?
Yeah, that's what I came here to tell you. It's kind of unclaimed. I'm an investigator.
And you see he seems unsure what to do as this ritual.
Let them finish the ritual and then we'll talk to them.
So, okay.
Hi.
Who are you?
My name's Joseph Bigby and I'm an investigator. I was trying to find out who was killing the people of your order, and I found them and apprehended them.
Oh, good. You see, he says, this might be a problem then. As you see, the ritual starts to go in a bright flash of light. As you see,
It's fine. What are they teleporting in? Are they teleporting in Jacob?
God.
the teleport spell comes to an end. You see a huge figure, like a bear but bigger, hunched over. As it starts to materialize, you see an owl head, a great owl bear. And setting astride it, you see an old orc, weather-worn green armor, salt and pepper mustache, cracked teeth, a mighty sword at his side, and a disapproving scowl. As you see, the spell comes to its culmination, and sitting inside the circle in the ruins, summoned to help out, is this figure here. Enormous armor, very unhappy looking.
He's riding an owlbear.
Riding astride an owl bear.
Nice.
That's a pretty looking owl bear.
It's
Yeah,
a
I
very,
love
Very
the owl bear.
German Shepherd looking owl bear, and I love it.
As this is happening,
yeah,
can I cast a spell?
yeah, absolutely.
Are
What spell do you
you-
want to cast?
I'll be like,
Love it. Uh-oh.
I'll be like, you may want to stay out of trouble for this, and I'll just cast invisibility on you.
Love.
That's pretty good though.
You vanish.
Okay. And I understand they're
Basically, it's like,
confused.
the fuck?
Because we're all wizards, and you're not. So I don't know who the verdict.
Come clean.
You can talk later.
You can talk
You
while
see
you're
as
invisible.
Balthazar says, when you, and then stops, as you see, Balthazar kind of melds into the background, really unsure of what to do. Big, like, I just work here and I just still the expensive wine energy. As you see, this guy dismounts from his owl bear, looks over, holds out a hand and says, Balthazar, and shakes the hand of the lead wizard, who says, Titus, welcome back. And says, we're so glad to have you on loan. We've got a spot of trouble here. You can use your particular skills. So he looks at him, so he sniffs the air and just looks straight.
Hello.
You see the wizards kind of look over a little confused and get dispelled pretty quickly with
Yeah,
the
cool.
wizards present. Good thought, though. Good thought.
Good try.
As you see Norman kind of sheepishly say, there's some important news. Why don't you tell Balthazar about it? And
Hello.
he kind of slinks up the passage.
So, coming clean, being totally honest with you guys, I was investigating who was killing off people in the order. My name is Joseph Bigby. I previously deceived you by trying to call myself something else and be part of your order so that I could get information to see who was killing off your people. I've now solved that mystery. It was a doctor named Jacob Hilton who was ingesting potion to turn himself into an evil creature and killing people of your order. He has now been apprehended and is in prison.
You look out at 5 stunned faces and 1 stoic orc. Balthazar, the head wizard here, big blue robes, the 2 twin dwarves you met earlier, the bartender with the walrus moustache who seems to also be a wizard, and a halfling woman who you hadn't met earlier who seemed to be here as well. Just completely stunned orc. They're all looking to each other wondering how the hell we get played that badly. As you see, you can presume Titus, this orc walks up.
Big
holds out a
security
hand,
needs another
says,
training
Titus,
session.
come. How are you?
Joseph Bigby, good to meet
He gives you a very solid handshake. You have to let's check if you want to.
you. Sure.
How strong is your handshake?
11.
Not the best, not the worst.
I think athletics is the only one I've got +0 to.
More than twice the strength of what you have. He clamps down solidly and kind of puts a hand on the back of your elbow and kind of gets a measure of you in a way, kind of looks you up and down. He
Dislocates it.
stands a bit
Yeah.
old man, looking at a greying mustache, thinning hair, but still very fit, very strong. Wearing this layered armor, massive composite bow over his back, big sword on his side. Yalmer is sitting just kind of surveying the room. So he says, "This is rather embarrassing for me, I suppose. I was called here to do your job. Seems you beat me to it."
My apologies. But there is another mystery afoot, and perhaps we could work together on that one.
Indeed. So, tell me, how'd you make a fool out of these 4?
Well, I wore a very convincing disguise, used a fake thing, and I also have in some information on what certain things are used in secret societies and that, and was able to kind of...
So just to
Bluff my
clarify,
way
you don't
through.
know who these people are?
No, not really.
And your friend here, he doesn't either?
No.
Oh, good. Does anyone know you're here?
Oh god.
Yes.
Yes.
Who?
Some friends of mine.
Who knows you're here? Can you give me a will save?
Is this still within an hour?
No, this is the next day.
This is the next.
Next day.
0 points. I'm losing one. That'll be a nat 20 for the second
Nice.
one.
God damn. That definitely saves. That's a crit. Nat 20, you've got more than a +2 modifier to your will save, so that's a
Yep.
crit success.
31.
As you feel magic travel through his hand into cloud your mind a little bit, you push it back, his hand compel you to tell the truth.
Oh, okay.
But pushes it back, and you see he says, can't be too careful. But I believe you if you don't know who these people are. You can leave here and leave.
You want to work together?
That won't be necessary.
I was hoping to get some help from you guys. Trying to find out what the witches are doing. Apparently they're going to do something nasty that might hurt you guys as well.
You see he says, the witches will not be. I'll see them take it,
But you're just going to kill them?
if necessary. But hopefully it won't come to that.
If we work together, it might not.
So
I was able
there
to
and
beat
that
you to
happens.
your job. I'm good at what I do. We can work together.
Beat me in speed on it.
Yeah. It still counts for something.
So he looks at you and says,
You also had 5 people helping.
Not necessary for him to know.
Igby doesn't believe in collective action.
you see he looks at you and
There is an
says,
eye.
very well.
How does coerce work?
There is an eye
Whereas
Something
intimidation, you need to have known them for 10 minutes.
Okay. Have I known these guys for 10 minutes yet?
Not. You probably at the end of this do that. That will work for, I believe, an hour, and then they know that we're realized and they become infected. So it works for an hour, and then they might seek vengeance after an hour. You see, he says, very well then, thrill me with your acumen, if you are as good as you say.
Okay, with what?
You can use any of the class feats. You could do, I'll let you do a straight perception check to see what you can learn about this guy.
Do like a Sherlock.
Oh,
You
yeah,
could do a
okay.
Sherlock Holmes thing.
Like, I do
You
like an
could also-
analysis of what I'm picking
Yeah.
up.
I'm also asking you to use your devise a strategy and attack roll to try and tag or something.
Hang on. I got this. Which one? Yeah. I'm gonna be like, this man, he is so incredible at his job. You just have to help him out. And you will see. And as I say that, I'm gonna try and get my Nightshade pet to act as an ambassador for helping him put on a presentation,
Lovely.
helping him make a good impression.
Aid, make impression. Lovely. Give us a diplomacy check for that. David?
Oh.
If you would. +3 for Nightshade.
7.
7, unfortunately, that is a failure, so no help bonus. But give us a go.
Yeah, so I'm going to do
Okay.
like, I'm thinking using similar, not exactly my point of question fake, but that sort of thing of like a read and try to analyze it and find out what it is.
Like a shadow in your finger when you were married once.
Yeah, that sort of
Yeah,
thing.
for sure.
Yeah. So I'll use diplomacy.
Yeah, give us a go.
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah, it was almost.
It literally was like on a 20 and then it moved to the 2.
That's
0 point.
0 point. That's what they're for. Use them or lose them.
Okay, and then that'll. Wait, that's a 20, isn't it? Because it was +9. No, 9 gets a +10, right? 10 does not.
Oh yeah, 0 point rules. I mean, less than 10 you add to it.
Less than 10. Yeah, so 10's the worst thing.
So 10's the worst thing you can do.
Oh, so that's how you're quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
also
So that'll be a 19.
I told him what the secret rolls are about
Oh.
as well.
So 19. 19 gets you very easy recall knowledge check on the So, they're a ranger, mechanically. They are, you know they're old. They look like a freelancer. They. What else do you know?
Who is this we're talking about?
This is
This is
Titus.
Oh, Titus.
Just
I just assumed he was a wizard.
No, he's not. I don't think so.
no, he has
He's
spellcasting
like probably
ability.
like a bounty hunter
I thought
sort of
they
type
were,
guy.
this
They're
whole
fired-
group were wizards.
Well, they've just
They
summoned
He is
him.
not.
Yeah, they've fired someone
Yeah.
else outside the crew.
Right, understand.
You suspect he doesn't. You look at him and you look at the people around him. You suspect he doesn't work for this order. He works for their bosses or some group above them. They seem to treat him with a hell of a lot of respect.
Yeah.
That's probably all you get from that.
That's fine. I'll do later.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
And you see he pauses for a minute. Give me another diplomacy check. In fact, sorry, I'm going to make this a secret check.
Okay.
What do you add to diplomacy?
+9.
You see, he looks and says, "Perhaps you will give some use." Very well. And you see, he calls out and you see, he says, "Justice to me." You see, the owlbear stands up and walks in.
Wait, the owlbear's called Justice?
I love it.
Justice.
I've got a lovely picture of Justice. That's slightly better than the view from here. I made that. Real big, stocky,
Nice.
very proud in the face, bristly, feathery mustache.
Very pretty.
Wonderful.
Very similar to the orc looking stuff.
Yeah.
I think.
There's definitely the pets have like similarities. In the
Yeah.
faces.
Similar
You
mustache.
say, he says, "All right then, catch me up to speed. What do you know?" Do you start relaying everything?
Yeah, pretty.
Wonderful. You
I'll leave
walk-
out the mirror part.
Love
You
that
leave
we're
out
gonna
the mirror
trust
part?
them.
I'll. Yeah, except for the fact that. Yeah, I'll leave that a bit of
So as you start, you see, it says, "How do we know? How do we know this information? How do we know that access?"
The Jacob Dobson told.
Do you know how he found out?
He said he found out from a very trustworthy source.
I'd like to interrogate him. Is that possible?
He is in custody, so yeah.
Good. We'll go there then. He starts heading off towards the keep.
Cool.
That's where we'll leave the two of you, unless you want to do anything with these wizards.
No.
Cool.
You get out of the stuff from Flanders.
They look pretty confused, but more or less okay with what's going on.
And as we leave, we'll just be like, sorry.
Wonderful. We will super quick do the chantry before we wrap up for the night. So like that.
Just before we go, are we all in separate places or do we
Yes.
reconvene beforehand?
We'll
We're
do
all
the
doing
chantry and then we'll see what happens. So for the moment, it's just you and
So we have no knowledge of any of the other.
No.
Correct. That's the
No, so we've all split
You're all
up to
doing
go.
this simultaneously.
Yeah.
So you head to the chantry. Drizella, you can just wander in. What's your plan? You're talking to Hysia Moonbeam. She's the kind of wise woman person in charge. You're talking to other people.
Well, before we go in,
Yeah.
I'm going to collect, like, as a like a cultural gesture whenever you enter a witch's coven, that you get like an offering of some flowers or something
Yeah.
like that, or herbs.
Mhm.
And so I'll go to, like, I'm assuming there might be like some communal gardens or something there. So
absolutely.
identify, grab some.
Yeah,
give
give
them
us
to
a
me.
survival check as a forage. Or a nature check, rather.
Do you want me to help with that?
Yeah.
You can point me at, tell me what I should be looking at.
Nature check.
21.
So 22, absolutely. You bring up 22. You get some reasonably decent herbs.
And I give it to Merida, young initiate. Take these. More welcome when we go in there. As I'm walking, I'll say to Merida, what are your thoughts on some of the folk we've encountered and their desire to pin things on our sisters?
It seems many are quick to jump to assumptions without much evidence towards them. So I do not feel right that anyone be threatened or accused without the proper proof of it. So in my eyes, the witches are innocent until they are proven guilty.
And they blockade the city in order to obtain a treasure that rightfully belongs to our brethren.
That does not seem fair.
And we are of the same mind. Let's go in and have a talk to our sisters.
Then I'll say, I will wait just outside the store
Oh
for
yes,
you
initially.
to ask. I do not want to, intrude and cause any further harm than I potentially already have.
Follow my lead, young Merida.
Look, you head to the chantry, this quite humble tower, but inside a very much larger space. You can see the door. You head into that.
I'll have my little gift.
Absolutely. Do you head straight to Hysia, the head of the?
Yes. Is there some sort of like a person on the door that admits people?
Probably not. It's an enchanted door, so at the moment only witches can sit.
Yeah.
Looks like a weird house. But you could probably there'd probably be a table just near where offerings would be.
I'll go and do that, and then I'll go find Hysia and ask if they will admit Merida. Hysia, well met again. I've come to discuss some matter of importance or concern. Can my friend, the young initiate, join us?
Give me your diplomacy check. You can have a +2 bonus for giving an offering, and then another +2 for doing a witch. So 3 on the usual.
16?
16. Unfortunately, won't do it.
Is that on top of your
Yep.
modifier?
No, that's in total. Sorry. That's a 23.
23. That will do it.
Yay.
Okay.
You see, she says, of course, for you. And your friend's an initiate, Cassidy, so it will be okay. You come on up.
Yeah, I'll come on up and
I can vouch for her
I'll
trustworthiness.
put the offerings with the rest of the offerings, thank them for allowing me
Yeah, you see she invites you back up to her office. Big, warm, welcoming rugs, spreads, pillows, that sort of thing.
A cup of tea, possibly.
You see she waves her hand, and then a few moments later, floating in 3 cups, a large kettle,
Thank you, sister.
a little pitcher of sugar.
I have some concerns and have experienced some prejudice and injustice here in the city. Is that something you too feel from the local populace?
She says, Lord Edmund has always taken our advice on heed at the last possible moment.
Yes.
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah.
Has something in particular?
Well, the recent deaths that occurred.
Yes, terrible. You were looking into those.
Yes.
We spoke. Have you had some progress?
Yes, we found the perpetrator. He sought to pin the attack on our brethren, on us.
He seems to be convinced that you are plotting some scheme that was trying to frame you in order to get the Lord to investigate you more closely.
You see, she looks over the two of you a little bit. And she says, "What scheme did they think I plotted?"
We do not know. He would not tell us the specifics of the detail, but
he was hell bent on doing it.
Give us a deception check, please.
did we know why he did that?
Yeah. He thinks the witches have an
The
artifact
eye.
that tries
Oh, okay. So
23 on deceptions.
to 23 deception. Wonderful.
well, do we want to tell them the truth about? 'Cause I just completely forgot that we actually knew why that he
Yeah,
was investigating.
Oh, that's right. Do you want to catch them up on everything you've heard,
Do we want to tell them that?
I fear.
or what would you like to leave out?
We've heard tales of the ancient artifact, the Eye of Ogma.
So she looks very confused. And she says, "I thought it lost."
Well,
I'll imagine you can do
Can I-
a
yeah, I was
check
about to
for a
say.
lie, something like that. Sense motive is the skill of this one, so it's perception check.
And bring
Perception check.
These are both secret
That's
checks.
just a fun piece of art to
Perception.
get keep. You're going to have a
Secret check, you want advantage, that's fine.
Yeah.
So
So
you can
you
catch
take your
up.
secret check. So
22.
sense motive is always a secret check, sorry. So
Oh.
what's your
Can I get us
modifier?
PSA graded?
What do you add to perception?
Plus 7.
Plus 7 plus 8. 8. Wonderful. You believe that it's true.
Then, what say you to the knowledge I have of it? To my understanding, that the blockade chaining this city in and preventing all trade in and out is all done to try and find the eye.
You see, this seems to be news notice. She says, if that is the case, then I would have words with whoever's in charge of that blockade. We were told we were not under investigation. It would have made it significantly easier for you.
Yes.
Very little goes in and out of our little hamlet, only through one craft. I would talk with them if that was the case. I would have
Were you expecting any deliveries by ship potentially?
nothing out of the usual. Crafting supplies, the usual sort. I
That is what I thought.
wonder.
My concern is, I don't want to see this ancient artifact of our order fall into the wrong hands.
So she nods and says, I think it best we talk with the commander of the Red Hand holding this blockade. We could, if this is what they're looking for, I can say with certainty we don't have it, and they're welcome to show us the chantry now and end this ridiculous blockade.
May we accompany you to
Please do.
see that hub?
Most certainly. And you see she says, hold on to your tea. As you see, she then casts a spell. This is her city. And in a moment, you are at the docks.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
see the docks over there. Big, beautiful ocean spreading all the way to the northeast. Half a dozen red-panned ships, great banners of the burning god circling in front. And you see you follow her along. She knocks on the door of a nearby tent as you see the face of the person holding this operation together. You recognise as Alexander Dunless, the man you ran away from. They were the one who came into the city and declared a lockdown and were looking for the changeling. You are what criminals. They know your face. And that's where we'll end this session for tonight.
Good
We're
job.
screwed.
That was
Why are we gonna give it that one? That was great.
So, do we think that the witches are in league with this guy?
No reason to. As far as it seems like, this is completely news to Hysia.
Yeah.
I reckon someone
But
in
because it's a secret realm, we don't know whether he's lying or telling
Probably
the truth.
someone rogue in the order.
That's what I
I
hate
don't
the
know
most.
any